Alright. And... Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today we've got another match of the Link to the Past Randomizer Crosskeys Tournament 2023. The first round here between Knucks and Garrison. I'm starting to be in comms today is Todd.
How are you doing, Star?
How are you doing?
Not too bad. It's kind of nice.
Doing alright, you?
Yeah. Just sorry. bit of a spike on my end, unfortunately. Yeah. It's pretty nice.
Okay. I was wondering, is that... You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, tonight we've got
ourselves a Crosskeys match here between the two. This is the final match of Swiss Round 1.
Yeah. We have our two runners, Knucks and... Knucks and WGarrison. So we'll be starting off in just a minute or so. Gonna take care of some issues right now on our back end. But yeah, as Star was saying, this is our last matchup of round 1 of the Swiss stage of the Crosskeys tournament. So after tonight, we'll have round 2 matchups getting ready to be rolled, and we're just about getting ready to go. So away we go. Looks like Knucks is going to go. Both are going for a sanctuary start, and it's a small key to Desert Palace. Nice to have as our starting key. That's 2 items when we ever find Desert Palace, and it looks like our starting sync location is going to be the Kakariko Smith Drop or the Magic Bath.
Hello, sorry about that. I am back. Is that any improvement?
Yes.
Alright, good. Discord decided to act up. I think the heat today fried my internet a bit as well, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
That's a nice location for a shop.
Almost vanilla. I mean...
I was going to say that looks it's not quite vanilla, but close. The Smiths are also not exactly far from home.
No. Which is really nice for turning them in. Of course, this probably means our mirrors on Purple Chest. Yeah, and you can see a little bit of RNG here. Knucks got that bomb drop from the middle tree pull, and Garrison did not. However, he found the bomb hut in the next place.
I was about to say that's a very convenient bomb hut location, just next door to the usual location, which is where Knucks is at. Quickshot Cave is a nice find here. That'll be a connector to potentially check out, though not just yet.
Yeah. Not with Sanctuary just being a screen away. He'll go, both of them are going to get into trade places a little bit.
Yep.
But this is nice early access to bombs. It's easily refillable. So both the runners are going to be pretty happy with this.
Yep.
Yeah, both are going to aim for about 8 bombs and then move on.
Yep. I'm going to continue exploring the rest of CAC, because CAC is highly entrance-dense. This is the one entrance that isn't randomized, because it's the one south-facing entrance, and that's a Cave of Samaria. Why not, I guess?
You know, it's nice to have the cane. Useful for a lot of...
Saha's also in CAC. Green Pendant is in Meyer. Yearly checks is more bombs, the big key to Thieves, and the compass to TR. Thieves Big is always nice to find early.
The Thieves Big is... It's nice to have, but the problem right now is we actually could logically be required to kill Blind with our equipment. We don't have the Thieves bulky, but we do have a King of Samaria, which is enough to kill him.
Yeah, nothing in that entrance over there for Garrison.
Yeah.
And here we've got the big chest of TRs also in CAC, our first of 4 TR entrances.
Yeah. Interesting that Garrison's not opting to... Well, how many rupees does Garrison have? Garrison only has 5. So he's trying to work his way with money over to the bottle vendor. That's the bottom side.
Yeah. And Meyer here is also in CAC. Up in the northwest, that's Spiral Cave Top in Blind Set.
And we got a vanilla well, it looks like.
Yep. Not bad, I suppose. Some more early checks.
Yeah, both of them are really kind of hoping that they can get Battle Vendor money right now. I'm scared about that.
Not being generous. Bottle is a nice find, I suppose. Don't have to worry about a sick kid when I find him. As we get Compass to Desert. Okay. Just don't do a whole lot in this mode. Map to my air. What? A little bit of money and a herpes. Game's not being too nice.
Yeah, the map to Meyer, that'd be great, except we've already found Sahashal, and he's already told us that Meyer is a green pendant. We'll see it in fact in a second on Garrison's side, because he'll have a little P on his screen when he enters the store.
Yep.
Yeah. So it looks like Garrison's going to hightail that out of CAC, which is honestly probably the right call.
Yep, going to check the entrances up here in the Lost Woods area, starting with this one, which is, that's what, bottom of...
That is the bottom of Spiral Cave.
Okay, so not a useful connector.
Yeah. It's not the worst thing in the world. You might take it the next time you get a sink. And then maybe go out further east to Sanctuary. Looks like our Tier 1 might be vanilla.
Yeah. And that's useless fairy.
No, that is the map.
No, it's magic bad. We're going wrong way. Brain. Been a lot hot since I last saw Crosskeys, so Brain's not entirely up to date. There's our money, at least, for the bottle vendor.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just started, and it's been they just found Nice Palace. Okay.
Yeah.
Little out of the way at the top of the Lost Woods. So with the save quit and sink, there's worse places to end up.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if they end their route here, or they'll continue on down to Sanctuary.
Yeah. Let's see. Lumberjack drop down.
That is the useless fairy.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about killing Aka 1 for that day. And the entrance to the Lumberjack Hut is pod. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, we got a potion.
Yeah, we could go do go to the first chest and the two chests on right side. No small keys though.
Yeah.
And a book. Well, okay then.
Yeah. So now this is kind of an interesting decision. Garrison is going to die here. One of two things he wants to do here. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and probably just check pedestal, it looks like. He could have used the save quit to save Scovin's potion for the camera unlock, but he's opted not to. No. However, Knucks is heading for a pedestal.
Alright, going to get the early information is we're going to have Garrison head east now, is going to check our sink drop down.
Yeah.
And that's Lumberjack.
That's Lumberjack. You want to go back? Yeah,
I was going to say, hello.
You didn't see what the actual item was.
That's a pattern.
I love this game sometimes. So, whenever we get a glove, we'll be getting powder and then walk immediately to there.
That's a shield on Ped. We are not getting that.
Yeah. So right now,
that's a save quit from Knucks. Bottle Vendor Spiral Cave, heading back north after? As we find Ganon at Useless Fairy.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, this is to Link's house, because we haven't done this part of the world yet. Brains quit.
Yeah, usually with Crosskeys, at least one of our runners will probably opt to go do the Houlihan start. That's kind of one of the two popular meta routes. Both opted not to do that today. They both opted Sang start, so this is a bit. Now, I kind of expect, yeah. So Garrison knows that he's already found Ganon, so he knows it's safe to drop into this. So he's not going to. Unfortunately, this is vanilla, so it's kind of a kind of not a big deal.
Yep. And her container there. Not bad find early, I suppose.
Unfortunately, this means our Lost Woods Thief is the drop at Pyramid. So there is one item behind Pyramid, behind the climb of Ganon's Tower.
Yep. We're gonna check out our Hyrule Castle main entrance next. Yeah, that's only one check in the pyramid today, and that could be quite annoying if that one check is required as we find blind sight in the Hyrule Castle main.
Yeah.
5 quick checks.
More bombs. Some cash. More cash.
And our first small key of the game to Castle Tower. Not quite the one we want, Gabe.
Yeah, well, it's nice to have one. And more cash.
That is true. More cash. Yeah, we do. It is nice to have one so we can go check booth chests whenever we find the place. We don't particularly need the second since we know useless fairies at Lumberjack.
Yeah. So looks like Knucks is gonna head over to Lake and check eastern area. Probably check the drop. Garrison, on the other hand, is heading for CAC. Potentially, we'll check the south entrances, or might check Bottle Vendor and Spiral Cave as well.
Yeah. Pyramid Fairy here in this shop by Lake Hylia is not much of anything.
Yeah, so let's see. What do we have for the south entrances at Kakariko? We have the bottom side of Super Bunny Cave, or the upper side of Super Bunny Cave on Knucks' side, which is nice. This is 2 items. However, Garrison's got a sword from Checkerboard Cave at the library. So, you kind of want a sword.
GT Small and some bombs there in Super Bunny, so that's our first GT Small.
Yep.
And I totally missed the entrance that Garrison just left. That
was the front entrance of Hyrule Castle, and we have found the Eastern Palace. You know, this is going to be... So, right now we have 3 items in here that are logic. We'll probably be picking up a 4th as well from the big key chest that is out of logic because we don't have a lamp.
Yep, Light World Hype Cave has our witch today.
You know, that's a pretty good spot for her. Oh,
yep, small, alright. Sure, I suppose. Eastern first check.
Also, not a bad thing to find.
Nope, alright. Let's see, dam entrance here for Knucks. Is the top side of Paradox. And Sarah's got another small key to our first pod small for Garrison.
Yeah, now that's nice. That opens up another 2 checks in pod that he can grab.
Second bottle's not a bad find, especially a blue potion for Knucks and Paradox there.
Yeah.
Probably falls down hole. Container for Garrison.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Inco chat saying that the rest of the EP Kit 1 could be in Sphere 1. That is entirely true. I was calling a race last week that was Crosskeys where their bow was in the first chest of Eastern Palace and the big key was vanilla. We have also found our first Dark World connector, which is taking us out to the Rarity Shop, or the Curiosity Shop.
Curiosity Shop was one side of Paradox, yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how long Knucks takes us for.
Yeah, Knucks just did the 2 and not the 5. Was about to comment on that as we find Swamp Palace at Dark Sank. I am a little surprised Knucks did do the other 5 checks of Paradox, but he'll have to go back. He'll go back for those.
Yeah, I think he just has bombs, so that might be a thing. Oh, he also has a Smario, so that's... And there's our mushroom. And it turns out our first connector of Skullwoods, our first small key to Skullwoods is landlocked.
Where's the mushroom? I managed to miss that.
That is our bumper ledge item. Yeah, that's a bumper ledge item. But honestly, the real pickup from there was the first Skullwood Small is nice for routing. The Swamp Palace key is going to be really nice for Garrison, though we have seen it in the Dark World, so we'll need a Moon Pearl before we can really do anything in there.
Yep. And Garrison's going to take a look in the front of Escape with his sword.
Yeah. So, what Knucks is doing here is out of logic. You can't be expected to be do a bunch of Super Bunny or Bunny reviving in Skullwoods. Interesting. That is the big key to Turtle Rock in our first chest of Hyrule Castle. Now, the next few checks are out of logic without the Hyrule Castle small key, but that big key is, and we've already seen the Hyrule Castle, the Turtle Rock big chest.
Yes, we have, which is that is interesting because that is going to be a. Well, they have a key and they have that big key. That's a good chest, and that'll be.
You can also do. Yeah, no, that's an incentive to do like 4 chests and check a connector. Because you also go check Crystal Roller, Lava Chest, and Chain Jumps.
Yeah. Alright, continuing in Escape for Garrison, didn't find much in the second chest.
Yeah.
And next back here.
Yeah, he's stealing he has to steal the small key. Now Garrison won't have to do this when he comes around to Skullwoods eventually, because he found that small key in Eastern Palace. But you have a key into Samaria. This is a really, really fast check to do the big key chest in Skullwoods with it.
Yep. And nothing in Zelda still, just the Compass to Thieves. So it's not logically locked. So logic there, it's out of logic, but it doesn't matter in this case because that's nothing important.
Yeah.
Simultaneous death warps for deaths for both.
Yeah, Garrison was good enough to keep the Green Guard alive, so he could quickly get a death warp out of here. Is gonna completely push this to the bag and check Dark Cross. Knucks has ended up in Pinball Room. This is guaranteed to be a Skullwood small key in this logic settings.
Just so you don't potentially get yourself stuck depending on the Skullwoods drop-down layout, since these Skullwoods drop-downs are shuffled only amongst each other. And that can end up with some wonky situations depending on how they shuffle. Garrison is going for Dark Cross here. Cannot continue to back through without that small key.
Yeah.
Knucks finding our third bubble in the front of Skullwoods. Okay, game.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't really do anything for us. Like, it's nice.
Yeah, I don't. It ends up being it, so.
And he's going to continue. So this is interesting. I think a lot of runners at this point might have just saved and quit and gone back to the light world. Sticking in the dark. This means he's going to be sticking in the dark world and probably checking the Village of entrances.
Garrison, I missed what he found in Dark Cross, but he's going to check the Hyrule Castle left entrance next.
I think it was just some rupees.
Oh, okay, we found our GT entrance.
That was an amazingly fast save and quit from Garrison, and that I don't agree with that. It's not bad to get back to, I guess, but there are 2 other entrances he could have gone and checked while he was up on the mountain that were below him on the mountain. Yeah.
We've got the right side of desert there in north of the Village of Outcasts.
Yeah.
First of our 3 front of desert entrances.
Yeah.
That's going to be Spiral Cave check for Garrison and the junk entrance for Knucks.
Yeah. Those entrances kind of, as Ingo and Chad were saying, those entrances kind of are bad to check, but checking them from GT is basically nothing. You're going downhill.
Yep. Graveyard Ledge entrance in the chest game for Knucks. Unfortunately, Isabuddy cannot check that chest right now, or check right now. We'll need to come back later when he's not a buddy. Spiral Cave is a heart piece. No, that.
Nope. But on the other hand, you can always get back to those. Knowing where GT is a lot better. That is the K45 entrance. Unfortunately, we don't have any enemies on the screen near our true game to deboost off of in order to activate Saber Button to grab whatever that small key was, that big key was. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that for later as well.
Yep. Made note of that for myself, and it's going to continue this way. We're going to check the Hookshot Cave connector, for Garrison, and the Bomb Shop entrance for Knucks.
Yeah,
that's
upgrade
capacitor. Fairy.
Yeah.
Need that. And okay,
Garrison
up to the Light Death Mountain here for Garrison. Yeah.
Yeah. Now this is a dark connector. He's made a move to the left, so this is probably that's actually almost. I believe it has to be the Vanilla Cave. The other, but reversed. That's one of the DM Descent caves.
Gotcha. Another dark cave here. I'm afraid I'm absolutely terrible at telling these apart. So
yeah, no, this is the Old Man Rescue Cave. This is what he's looking for. This is a very important cave for in Crosskeys because saving the Old Man from here unlocks a third save and quit point, and this can actually speed up your routing quite a bit if it's anywhere decent.
Yeah. I think Knucks just found 2 regular fairies in a row between Bomb Shop and the Swamp Palace entrance. Yipes. Well, that's it for him on that route. Yeah. And Old Man has navigated the Old Man Rescue Cave and is going to get for his troubles $5.
Yeah, it's $5, but really the big thing is getting the save and quit point. One of the Stitch Lady's houses over there.
I'm gonna see South Shore for Knucks and these, and they're gonna see the Mini Woldorm Cave entrance here.
Yeah, we found Ice Rod Cave sitting at the back of the Old Man's Cave, and there's our Thieves Town small key.
Laser bridge there through the Quarreling Brothers, TR bridge. Sorry, there for Knucks.
Yeah.
And I just missed what the inside of that bridge was. Whoops. Agina, thank you. And that's another shop we don't especially need for Garrison on Death Mountain there.
And here's our Fairy Ascension Cave. This is the cave that would be on the Light World side of Toro Rock, for those who are familiar with seeing it. Comes up once in a while, if we have to save a portal, but rarely otherwise. And that's another connector over to the Dark... the Witch's Hut in the Dark World.
Yep. We're over at the area known as the Shopping Mall in the Light World for Knucks. It's in the Dark Cave, and the Old Man is in the brewery today.
Yep. That's actually a really nice location. That's very fast Dark World access in the middle of the Dark World. And
that's Becca Desert for Knucks at Light World Shopping.
Yeah. So let's see where the other side of the mountain has ended up on today.
Yep, back of Old Man, as Knucks is gonna head back down and...
He's gonna fake flipper and try to check Zora. Okay.
That one. That just went to the Laser Bridge.
Yeah, that entrance is a must connect. There always has to be a connector going there. It's a shame it's that one, but you know what? The front of the Old Man Cave is more than worth it.
Yeah, it's good to have that access.
Yeah.
Gonna see Hobo check as well from Knucks. Garrison also heading towards South Shore is going to pick up entrances here.
Yeah.
Find a witch is what's that light roll hive keep. I remember writing this down and then forgot what that was.
More money. That's what we're getting. We're just getting nothing but money. It looks like Garrison is going to be heading for the eastern area. I'm kind of surprised Knucks didn't really push this further. I guess he's hoping to try to like combo this in with Pod, but pushing this in, like pushing eastern is nice because there's no glove locked entrances over near Eastern Palace. So checking Eastern Palace is like essentially kind of free right now. Just a map on the island. I think we missed that originally.
Yeah, I saw it. I think I was thinking of something else. Yeah. So we don't need to worry about that.
Yeah.
Cannot check the waterfall ferry, and
we can check the
check it. I
entrance.
guess we just can't do much in it. I think is what I'm pointing.
Yeah.
And it's useless anyway.
Yeah, not that it matters. Yeah, Knucks is gonna reestablish himself on land. Don't have to worry about any fake flippering. Zelda, unfortunately, doesn't have that sword from the south of Kakariko, so he doesn't really have a good way of knocking away the crabs or the Zoras. But
no. Don't need Zora Ledge today, and Garrison actually checking the North Lake Highly entrances and heading over to Eastern will be new. Be new for us.
Yeah.
Let's see. This entrance here is.
Well, that's the other side of Super Money Cave. So, not gonna have to worry about that today.
Yep. And Zora is a scam.
Yeah, as he
What a surprise. Nothing there in the Saha's head entrance.
Nope. So where's Knucks? Knucks looks like he must be heading either for Paradox Cave or he's going to be heading out to the desert. We have an early book, which, we've kind of forgotten about it in some way. Actually, he's going to fake flipper himself over to the Witch's Hut.
Yeah, go check that entrance.
This is kind of like the one thing that Garrison has done that Knucks has. That was the I was confused for a second if the tree guy is usually kind of like in the Dark World equivalent where Saha is. He's in the monkey house. But no, he was actually in Eastern Palace, so I was just looking to see if it was just the same location.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that guy doesn't seem like he went too far.
No.
We're gonna check the Light Flute 5 entrance for Garrison.
Yeah, but yeah,
and that's Zaga Tower.
That's Zaga Tower. We can grab both of the items out of here with our Castle Tower small key.
Yep, and then never come back here, which is nice.
Probably. You can come back, be forced back. You might have to come back here if you can't bomb dupe.
There is that true. Pyramid Fairy can be kind of horrendous, depending on things. We do not have a hammer to note for that. Don't know where the bomb shop is either.
Knucks has discovered organic towers. Yeah, so kind of the problem with the Sanctuary Start is like you kind of isolate the Pyramid Fairy and the Witch's Hut entrance. That's our GG big key. That is nice. Yep. That's one list. That's another big key off the list of what could be sitting over in.
Sitting on that archery game entrance? Yeah.
Yeah.
To note that this Crosskeys is fast gain, you don't have to be Agatute to kill Ganon, but you might need to climb GT for an item up there.
Yeah, there's 4 items behind the GT big key on the climb, and there's a 5th one today behind Agatute.
Basement.
So.
Yeah.
And plus the basement.
Yeah.
So it's locking 6 items.
Yeah. So there is a chance that there is something required behind it. Yeah. Well, the vendor finally getting checked for just a heart piece, and that's a second big key in here to Swamp Palace.
Yeah. Now that's actually I can actually bring up something that has changed in the flags from this year, and I haven't mentioned yet in the first half an hour or so. So unlike our Crosskeys tournaments from the last several years, this year we have 100% all locations reachable, which means keys like the Swamp Palace big key are no longer allowed to be locked in the Swamp Palace big chest. This includes also some keys in Pod, our Thieves Town keys, and our Hare keys, so it's nice.
We were discussing the TR Big Key and what that did for things earlier, and now we're seeing it used.
Yeah. So I actually know what Garrison is going to go do. So what Garrison is going to do here is he's going to go. I'm surprised he's not doing. Actually, I'm surprised he's not doing Crystal Roller Room. But I think he wants to try to see if he can maybe get his way down to Laser Bridge.
Looks like he's going to try and steal the key here. Yeah. Knucks is heading to finally check those south CAC checks.
Yeah, and he's gonna get his sword here and be really annoyed.
Yeah, would have liked that a while ago.
Yeah.
And he knows it's in the library entrance. He knows he could have gotten this a long time ago, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna see the lava chest entrance just checked just directly for Garrison.
Yeah.
$50. This is Hyrule Castle main found for Knucks.
Yeah, I'm still honestly surprised he didn't opt to go for Crystal Roller Room and take a death there, but
choice he made. We're gonna see something new here for Knucks, who's heading on over this way. He's not at Lionel's.
Yeah, he just managed to get got through the Lionel's, which is the hard part of this. Well, that's our other side of Paradox. That's our other side of Bumper Cave.
Yeah. Our container on Chain Chomps.
And immediately emptied.
Yep, and another fairy for Knucks is not useful at the bottom there. That's a really obnoxious spot for Flute.
Yes, it is. That's our Flute on the library.
They need boots for that.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing is, it's not that going to be that bad to get to eventually. Once we get a Moon Pearl and boots. But
yeah, you just need to safe put the saying, take the Hyrule Castle connector, and then walk on over. It's just that you need to get the items to get this.
Yeah.
Are we going to finally see our Hyrule Castle right entrance? So as we hit, neither of them have checked that yet.
No.
And it looks right. Haven't seen. This is going to be an Eastern check for Knucks, which I don't remember having too much in the way of memorable items for the moment.
And Swamp Palace enough for it.
Yeah, true. We do know where Swamp Palace is. We saw that at Dark Stank, and we have both the small key and big key, but we have no flippers, and we haven't found the dam. Bombos for the Meyer entrance, which is a bit of a moot point because Garrison is here.
Yeah.
By way of that entrance.
This is 3 entrances we can check right now. Of course, this is GT. We're going to do a very long bunny death warp in here, but this is worth 2 items. Actually, Garrison get 3 items out of here because he can do Tower too.
Yeah, he can.
And I'd argue you probably should do Tile Room if you're doing the Death Warp because you're gonna just want to save that time anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, our MSUs today, Knucks is using Sequoiden 2, and Garrison will be using Edrian Odyssey.
Yep. Alright, just a red boomerang there in Hope Room.
Yeah. But if there's anything nice over in Tower Room.
Yeah. Next stream just crashed.
Uh-oh.
And that's not the reason his personal stream has gone down, Tom.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Hopefully it'll come back soon, but he hasn't said anything in the race time. That's all I can say as they find a map to Desert here for Garrison.
And he gets picked up by the Wallmaster at the perfect time, too.
Yep, nice timing. I mean, it is true they don't have the lamp, but that is not why we have a black screen on Knucks' end. Let's see, Meyer said right.
Yeah, no, Knucks' stream is completely down on Twitch right now. It's not on the restream side of things, unfortunately. So we'll have to keep an eye and see where he is when he gets back. He should be having a local recording for this on his settings.
I'd hope so. Yeah. Let's see. There's the back of Skull Woods and Dark Aquino.
Yeah. This is an interesting entrance, but unfortunately, like, it doesn't really matter too much. Mothiel is one of the few checks in the game. It's actually the only check in Crosskeys that is guaranteed not to have the Moon Pearl because, as we saw on Knucks' side earlier, there's a guaranteed small key in Skullwoods, and you need to have all three of those in order to beat Mothiel. Which means you have to have a Moon Pearl in order to get all the small keys and even reach him. But you know what? We're not going to care too much. We're going to go get this item.
Yep, because we're here and it's $100. Wahoo!
Yeah.
And we're out of here.
So, Garrison hasn't really done any of South Shore, headed out for the desert area. Probably also check. We'll see if he will opt to. He's opting to go take a quick look at the Witch's side as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Retracing steps a little bit. We're looking to the issue on Knucks' side. Not much we can do, unfortunately, so we'll be focusing on Garrison's stream while we try to get the issue sorted out on Knucks' end.
Yeah.
Yep. Here is that very third Garrison.
Yeah, and now Garrison will just quickly do the fake flipper from this screen and get himself back over to the south side of Dark Shopping Mall. South side of the south side of Hyrule, and probably find that Paradox Cave, and actually we'll grab all 5 items out of the Paradox Cave that Knucks missed. Because
he just skipped them for whatever reason he may have skipped them for. Or he went for the entrance and left 5 checks. I don't really know what else to comment on that one. So
yeah, no, that at the time he really only had some Maria bombs, but that probably would have been enough to deal with the mini world worms in there.
Yeah. Garrison has a sword now, so that will not be an issue.
Yeah.
And apparently we had Nubia's crash, so hopefully that gets sorted soon.
Yeah. I mean, our runners are on 10-minute delay today, so hopefully this won't be too much of a problem.
Hopefully. Also not our headache, because they're mercifully not turned absence here.
Yeah.
Obvious progression means, let's see, big key to ice, the ice rod, or back on track here, heart piece, and 10 arrows. Okay, ice rod is not something we need to go look for, I guess, as we have already found the TR big chest, and big key to ice is one less item that we have to worry about backtracking for, I guess.
Yeah. Well, okay, so looks like actually, so that's all 3 entrances of Paradox. That is the hammerlocked entrance out of Paradox, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, and from Garrison's side of playing views, he's already found that he has a connector that's spitting him out in Village of Outcasts, so he's not going to go do some bunny walking until he thinks he has the Moon Pearl on hand, because he can. For him, it's a lot more waste. It's just going to be wasted time.
Mm-hmm.
Is heading west, so this probably is going to be checking for desert and chasing the book that we found. We'll be orphaning one of the glove rock checks over here, but on the other hand, between Ice Rod Cave and this one, I think this is the better one to orphan, just because it's a little easier to get back to.
Yep, and they're sick, kid.
What does our lazy kid friend have for us? It's just flippers. That's interesting. Flippers only got us nothing. Money. They got us money.
Yeah, Zora gave us a whopping 5 rupees, so far, nothing. We have seen Swamp Palace, but we have the small key, but we do not have the dam, and it's not at that shop.
Yeah. Also, and Hobo was 100 rupees too, so that's kind of like our main flipper lock checks. This does mean we do have an eastern. Well, that's a place for a
desert ledge.
Interesting. Let's see. We can't get to that if we have a mirror.
Yeah, because we have done minor area access. I missed which. I kind of forgot to write down how we got to Meyer, admittedly. Whoops.
That was Hookshot Cave.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, no, actually, sorry. That was not Hookshot Cave. That was my mistake. That was the Laser Eyes entrance of Turtle Rock. My bad.
To our left side, thank you.
Yeah. I don't think Knucks... Now, did Knucks check the island entrance? I don't think he did.
In Lake Hylia, no, he did not.
Okay, so that's like the one thing right now. In all honesty, like we've seen a lot of other stuff from Knucks. That's kind of like the one thing we haven't seen. So it's very likely our Moon Brilson.
I was going to say, I think we might be at about a point here. 39 minutes in, we've seen a lot of dungeons, but limited keys, very limited items, and I think we're starting to look at what's left.
Yeah,
that entrance is a good candidate.
Yeah, I mean we've seen everything but like Thieves Town and Hera at this point. We're still missing a couple entrances to Turtle Rock.
We're missing. No one's ever checked Hyrule Castle right entrance that I've written down. Desert.
Well, Knucks was heading for it, and then the game crashed. So
yeah, good point. So we don't know where he's at. Presumably Garrison might get around to it at some point. We've seen Desert Right, but that was in Dark World. North of Village. We haven't seen the other two. You can't check the other two connectors from there, so
you can't check Desert Main from Desert Right. You can check Desert Left.
C-shaped house here was. That's a mirror.
That's our lamp.
Speaking of that lamp.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was in... I guess the Swamp Big Keys and Logic out of the second chest of Aga Tower, so that's worth approximately nothing.
Yeah, but that also means we have access up the mountain now.
Yes.
To the other side of the mountain as well. So
that does give us a million mirror checks, though, because we do have several Dark World connectors.
But we did have the entrance of Hyrule Castle that's spat aside at the GT entrance, so like we can mirror check Hera, check Bombo's tablet, and
Ether tablet. You mean?
Ether tablet, and check the other one. We can even check Bombo's tablet. Well, we can also check Bombo's tablet. We're just gonna have to walk there from the south side.
That's a longer trip.
So like right now, like if the game was really, really mean to us, it would be putting the Pearl on Bombo's tablet.
That would be pretty neat.
Yeah.
But that doesn't progressions, that mirror, because it's certainly not the $5 Zora selling.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if Garrison will opt to go and quickly dip back over to the Meyer region, and guess not, knowing that the lamp is over there, just so he can get his hands on a fire source. But
looks like no, it's going to just take that mirror and start checking things. Looks. We're into different places. Welcome in, raiders from Cameo raiding with a party of 7. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. We are 41 minutes in, and we still cannot get that big key because we haven't found that moon pearl here.
We can't. We got a mirror.
Oh wait, we do. Never mind. Right.
We can activate Super Running without. Yeah, here we go.
No, I forget. There we go. And that is the big key to Eastern. Well, we need that potentially. Still don't know if that's a crystal or pendant. But Hello Seed so far. We recently got bottlenecked into a mirror off of the C-shaped house in the Lake Island entrance, and Knucks' stream crashed a while ago. It was an OBS error, so it'll take 10 minutes to come back since they're on a 10-minute delay, so we should hopefully be back in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Race Game left entrance is one that could be annoying to get, and is one side of Spec Rock. That's Compass, and doesn't really want to go through there just yet, understandably.
Yeah, wants to at least get down to K45.
Because that's a one-way, and he wants to at least check K45 before getting one-wayed.
Yeah, honestly, like, you may want to push that off for a while anyway. Spectacle Rock is like it's kind of like one where it's nice to know, but you're like there are better ways to sequence, right? Yeah. So here we go. This is Garrison making a break to go check, to go outside of the Hyrule Castle connector that he found, and go check Tower of Hera, and probably also head over for the other.
He's not doing that. Where is he going?
He's heading for Arcshot Cave. No, he's not. I don't know where he's going. I lied.
Okay,
Actually, wait, no,
wrong.
no. He's heading for. He's heading.
Okay.
He's heading for Turtle Rock. He's heading for the Maya region because he realizes I rather have my hands on a fire source right now.
Before I get too far down the rabbit hole, that might need a fire source. Good choice.
Yeah, because there are runners in this community who love to harp on something that is something fictionally known as the Rule of Fire, where we have two sources of lighting torches in the game: the fire rod and the lamp, and people always seem to notice. And also by extension, Bombo's medallion. Runners like to love it when those two things.
One locks it out there, yes.
Yeah, but this is also nice because this just means we're not going to have to worry about dark rooms. We're not going to have to worry about. It just means we don't have to worry about a lot of things.
Yeah.
We find Hera Basement and Small Key. We can do Hera Basement. We find the Back of Desert. We're one step closer to doing the Back of Desert. He doesn't know the Back of Desert's over at the other the Izarite Cave area, but
yeah. And Desert Left and Desert Back entrances are both useless. Can't check checkerboard without the glove, so we're out of here.
Yeah. But
Fighter Sword Lamp Moth, let's go, is an out-of-logic option. Yes, Inko, we did find the Skullwoods in Dark Gina. It's out of logic for a few different reasons, but that's, yes, he could technically, if he really felt like it, go do that. Yeah.
This is probably technically faster than walking out of Sanctuary.
Yeah, well, this is the Hyrule Castle here, and that's gonna take him up to GT.
Yeah.
The GT entrance, that is.
Yeah. And the nice thing is that with the back of our old man cave being the drop down, the laser bridge engines, we can actually check two things over there as well. So
yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so that's our cape.
I was going to say that's a interesting spot. That is locked behind our second sword, wherever that's at.
Yeah.
Keystone here in the Hera entrance. That's an extra check. And the small key to GT. Well, thanks. That's our second of the seed, though. Garrison hasn't found the first out of Super Bunny Cave yet.
Yeah, no, Garrison did.
No, mixing up runners. Right.
Yeah, so the cave is interesting. We have seen both sides of Bumper Cave. So it's not going to be logically required for Bumper Cave. It could still be required logically for laser bridge purposes.
Yep. Also, Spike Cave.
In Spike Cave, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
earlier.
Discovers that's Bumper Cave. Gonna go check the TR medallion.
Yep. I think we saw it earlier, and yeah.
Double Bombos.
Alright.
Yeah, so our floating island
is our moon pearl.
Okay, start running yourself out of every possible connector entrance you possibly can.
Yes, indeed, because we need that.
All right. Desert Palace is also pendant today.
Okay then. Good to know, I suppose. We have found both the front and back of desert, so thanks for that, I guess.
Yeah, so let's see what's on the Desert Palace torch today.
Map. We're probably not going back to that one.
No. Garrison's heading for Desert Palace. You still see that this is going to take him over to the Village of Outcasts area and then probably immediately turn around and head for Desert Palace West.
Yep, because that's the one of the three we haven't seen yet. Also has a small key, so it can do both checks on right side.
Yeah.
Which is nice that you don't have to worry about stealing the key or not stealing the key. From the back today, we do know where Desert Back is. He doesn't, because that's in the Ice Rod area.
Yeah.
Ice Rod Cave area, that is Brains. And Hermes.
Yeah. So, realistically, like, we only kind of have 2 connectors outstanding right now where this possibly could be. It's probably going to be either this Desert Palace entrance that he's on the other side, the west side, or it could be Hyrule Castle East, which means Knucks could have gotten to the island, but not have actually checked it. Yeah, so.
Yeah. We did see the top of Spec Rock, though he didn't take it. Race game left, though we didn't see him go for 2. Have we seen the bottom of that one yet? Spec Rock
No.
Cave, that is.
No, we've only seen we have only seen the top side where you'd have to hover for the item, and nobody's hovering. Even if we had the boots, nobody's hovering for a compass.
No. I think I was just getting confused. It's better when it's the last like Crosskeys, and that's not what we want, Gabe.
No, it is nice.
It's in the pod area later, but that is not a floating island connector. Yeah,
Garrison realizing he should go immediately back and start running himself into Beamos instead. That is interesting, because that does mean we have access to the top of the castle now. And
yes, we
pod
can
area
mirror over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So that does give us some potential other locations for connectors to get us up there. We have seen the Brothers Connector. We haven't seen the Elder's House yet. So that could also be our way up there. If the Seed wanted to be particularly mean, it'd be throwing us about 4 Turtle Rock small keys right now.
Yeah, currently have 0, but that would be mean to send this to the front of TR.
Or the back.
Yeah, because we haven't seen either of those entrances.
Yeah, so...
I don't think we've seen this one yet. Nope, we haven't, because that's new. That is the dam, and we know Swamp Palace is in Dark Sank. Not in Logic yet, because Bunny Death Warps aren't in Logic, but we do have Flippers. And both Small Key and Big Key to Swamp. Well, no, they're Hammer, so, interesting game.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there was a point of race discussion a month or two ago at this point about the Specky clip.
That would be nice in this speed.
It would be nice in this speed, however, Specky clip was banned by the Racing Council.
Yeah, in part for situations like this where we could be really OP. Here's Spike Cave, where which we cannot presently do without a glove or a hammer.
Yeah.
And an archery game, which we really don't need at this point, given that we have 659 rupees. Knucks had OBS issues. We're not sure what the status on that is. That's useless entrance for Garrison, and we hope it'll come back. Yeah. There's nothing much we can do as comms.
Enko, it's even worse than Garrison. You have a mirror. Garrison also, the back of his sanctuary start was that spot. And it looks like Mimic Cave did not move
very far.
Yeah. I believe... So... I believe Garrison's now going to go try and see if the other side of Hyrule Castle is the right way to go.
Yeah. Where's he going?
Oh, he's going to go check Spectacle Rock.
That's what I was suggesting earlier. Is I was like, I think we can check the Spec Rock connector.
Yeah, no, he'll check Hyrule Castle first, and then if it's nothing, he'll probably double back and go through it, because...
Yeah, that's what I was asking about Spec Rock earlier, is we have to hover to get to the item, but we can get the connector. No, I thought
Yeah, we can't get the
I got lost track of it. Whoops.
Yeah.
It is a one-way, which is why we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
And
Oh, here we go.
there it is.
So, good news for... yeah, now Garrison hasn't checked the other two entrances down here.
No, he's about to see his flute.
Yeah, he'll find this flute. And be happy that he knows where it is. And I don't think there's anything else he can do in here.
I don't think so either. So that's a safe quit.
Yeah, and now he's gonna. Now he can finally go and really start cracking on Dark World entrances.
Yep. So we're gonna start with the thief. No, it's gonna check what was here. The chess game entrance again. I forget.
Graveyard
Which
Ledge.
was that? Was.
Yeah.
Remember that I commented on this as something to return to with the Moon Pearl later, and it was.
Yeah. But he, now that he's out of Bunny State, he can actually pull open the entrance of Thieves down.
Yep. And finds inside.
Shop.
Not a vanilla Thieves Town. Let's have suspecting that at the rate we're going, since we haven't found that yet.
And we
Nothing.
we have found Hotel Mario.
Yes, we have.
Everyone waved to Amazing Ampharos, the creator of this randomizer, entrance randomizer. We have already seen the Curiosity Shop. That was one of our Paradox Cave entrances. So he'll be able to dive into Swamp Palace and check the first two chests.
Which is exactly where he's going.
Yeah.
I mean, two pretty quick checks. Why not, I suppose? Or not. Garrison?
Yeah. No, he didn't realize, wait, no, I got a mirror. I can do this fast. Yeah. Fortunately, Knucks is still down. He had a encoder
OBS
issue.
crash, so...
Yeah, and then he's on a 10-minute delay, so we're not sure exactly when he'll be back.
He will eventually return, but in the meantime, we get to continue watching Garrison. First chest is nothing, second chest is the big key to pod. Okay, game.
Yeah. Interestingly, this route from Garrison will probably be taking him over to the Dark Lumberjack. And that's actually where the entrance to the pod is of V Mirrors, so you can go pull some more items out of there.
Yep. Gonna check the Graveyard Ledge entrance first, though. Saw Graveyard Ledge itself, the interior earlier, and now we're going to see the entrance. And they're useless.
You kind of want to hope for a glove right around now, just so you can get that powder off. So you can go take care of the magic bed when you do Skullblades. But
Except behind Pod Big, well, we need a lot more pod keys to really use that Pod Big logically. We only have one pod small right now.
yeah,
We're missing a lot of small keys for that matter, just broadly.
we kind of have the major ones that matter. At least,
We've got
in terms
the
of,
one-offs, yeah, we've got the Desert Small, Swamp Small, Thief Small.
Yeah.
We've got one Agatower Small. Yeah, we've got a lot of the one-offs. We don't have a lot of the ones that you did normally expect to see. A few more than this at 57 minutes. Getting like an extra on his end. I think Dark Lumberjack's a new entrance for us.
Yep.
And it's useless.
Not gonna mirror to go pull some more items out of pod.
No. I mean, there's a few things I can do in there with potions, with one small key, I guess.
Yeah, there's another 4 items you can grab.
Yeah, he hasn't been to the front of Skull Woods yet, so we're gonna see this. I don't Let's see,
Yeah.
what was in the front of Skullwoods again?
It's Skullwoods. It's Skullwoods, but he's not also going to get trapped by a bad layout because he's got a Moon Pearl and he's not going to have to Super Bunny or do anything weird.
Yeah, no, I wasn't referring to the entrance. I was referring to what items you mentioned there earlier. It looks like about the only thing we found in here was a bottle, according to my notes. So, nah.
Yeah, that about tracks with what I remember.
Between the two of us, Top IO is the one running an entrance tracker. I'm running a note sheet, so we have some idea of where all this stuff was. Because 3 hours of Crosskeys makes you forget where some of these keys and items and entrances were.
Yeah,
it's a complicated mode.
It's a fun mode.
Yep.
Okay.
No big key still, so cannot check the big chest.
Yeah, but this was a nice layout for Skullwoods at least. Nobody's going to get trapped in here with having both of the two connecting entrances being in the front.
Yep.
So,
and there's the only item of remotely memorable note here, which was that bottle.
Yeah. And Garrison's going to opt to save and... Yeah, I'd say save and quit, but then I remembered his save and quit point is the brewery. So this is actually a very, very nice time save for him. But he also doesn't need it, because he pulled that one small key out of Eastern Palace earlier. He doesn't have to go to Cannonball Room to go replace the one that he spent. We will be seeing Chess Game and Stumpy from Garrison. So
Big game now, chess game. I was like, we've seen
no.
physically.
Correct. I'm sorry.
They're good. Just figured I'd correct that. So yeah, we will see those two now. And happy 1 hour, everyone. This is good Arcane Inferno.
Yeah. Now we can become invincible, not invisible. Why the two invincibility items have pedestal, monolith texts that are almost identical, except for literally a single letter, a couple letters actually.
Good, easy to make sense. Reading fast, as random runners do. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, but that is very nice. If we find blind, this, right now we are on 10 hearts and a sword, so it won't be too bad. But that is a nice item to just kind of whip out for phase 3 if we need to. But it does mean right now that we actually have absolutely no reason to go grab the cape, the magic cape off of Ether Tablet anymore.
Nope.
Yeah. Now, with having flippers and a Moon Pearl, Garrison is going to be able to kind of continue this route a little bit further, and he'll be happy because he can get to the Dark Ice Rock Cave area and Mirror and check all those entrances in one, instead of having to kind of walk himself over there twice.
Yep, and still no glove, unfortunately. Just check the pair of glove-locked entrances in there.
Yeah.
In that area, which is, well, game's not giving us a glove, so what can you do?
Yeah.
Dark Hype Cave's gonna be a new entrance as well. Basically anything that's behind bombs in Dark World is new, because we only just got a Moon Pearl a couple minutes ago. And Dark Hype Cave is,
Yeah, okay. This is probably gonna take us to Purple Ledge if I have to guess.
Nope, top of Hyrule Castle.
Oh boy, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a one-way, and Laser Bridge.
You kind of want a sword now.
Yeah, you kind of do, because you know you're not getting that cape, and you would like to be able to go back to that. Because that is currently a one-way without way to break that barrier. You know, one of those items is the cape, which is an Ether Tablet behind a sword. And otherwise, well, you need a sword.
Yeah. Nice, some good laser skips from Garrison. Got the two harder ones to get. Gonna go grab the last item off Laser Bridge now.
And absolutely nothing there. Wahoo.
Yeah. Yeah, the only kind of unfortunate thing is he's not going to be able... He's going to have to walk himself back down a bit more. He still has to check the Swamp Palace entrance and then swim over to Ice Palace. And, well, here's
No,
Thieves'
well,
Town.
okay. Thieves' Town is a good find. Can do everything except the big chest in here.
Yeah, this will probably be the very first crystal that we will see between these two runners today.
Yeah, this is big key, small key were early. Not too terrible an entrance.
Yeah,
it's not like any of our... Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but having the small key is also kind of important logically, because that means logically blind is not blocked by the hammer. Blind can be be gating the hammer in some fashion, so you're just gonna clear this now because one, you can, and two, the hammer could be behind these, and you'll be forced to double it anyway.
Yep. This is a bunch of faults just fairly finished for quick checks, and hey, we might actually find a sword here someplace.
Yeah.
So far, nothing in the front, though.
Yeah.
But this is absolutely understandable to just go through here, clear the dungeon. We have next to no dungeon info. We've collected a couple of maps. We know that Desert and Meyer are both pendants, so this is a
very
7 in 8 chance of being a crystal, yeah. And we do eventually need all 7 crystals to beat the game.
It's not prize single magics. That's not too bad.
Oh, yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah, especially considering we only got Burno, so we can... there are some magic refills in Thieves' Town. This is slow, but this is better than literally dealing with this hallway without sword. Almost anything.
Yeah, pretty much. They still do not have particularly stellar equipment. Or Garrison still does not have particularly stellar equipment in Hour 5 in.
Yep. I don't know. I mean, like, in terms of, like, killing enemies, yeah. In terms of, like, kind of getting around, honestly, like, finding the mirror before we did a lot of Dark World is always a very, very nice thing in Crosskeys.
Yeah, it's true.
Because, like, we still have to do glove checks, but glove checks are pretty congregated. The mirror checks are the ones that are kind of all spread around the map. And, like, he hasn't even found the laser, you know, the Laser Ridge entrance is still something he's missing, because that was, I forget where that was.
Well, that was Quarreling Brothers from Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yeah, Mini Moldorm Cave.
That was.
Yeah. Like, that'll be something he'll kind of be, like, probably doing on his next route.
I think so. Continuing in Thieves' Town for the moment.
And here we go. It happened. It happened. We forgot that we had a glove. Didn't have a glove.
Ah, yes. You need to kill the enemies in order to go left here because you can't lift that rock. Kukitsune Knucks had an OBS crash half an hour ago. Yeah, half an hour ago at this point.
Yeah.
We hope he comes back at some point, but as of right now, we are competing Garrison, who has just taken a rather painful death there.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is not a good place to take a death now.
No. At the very least is he blew open the attic, so he doesn't have to go back upstairs, but he still has to at least hit the switch. That means getting to the back and going through Harmless, the Hellway again. So that's a good solid minute or so. Just backtracking that you have to do.
Yeah. I didn't want to commentator's curse it, but he was on very low health for that entire back at Thieves' Town.
Yeah, he was trying to make his pretty good use of his boomerang this time to get magic back and burn in order to, like, kind of get himself through this. Like, the good thing is like, once he kind of, like... This is kind of, like, the hardest part of getting through it right now, because now he just needs to, like, go back. He doesn't have to worry about the grasshoppers, who can tank a lot of hits. And just as long as he, like, remembers to like be a little bit, not lift the rock and kill all the enemies in the next room, it shouldn't be too bad. Because there are pots in this room that'll one-shot the dudes. But he's going for magic farms. And forgets the magic.
Good figure. I believe those things are called Zazax, by the way.
Yeah, the Zazax. Yeah, the Zazax, yes. They're supposed to be more like a snake-hidden enemy. Like a Los Alphos. Or Denalphos, but...
Yeah, map to Eastern, okay, at least it's a bit more dungeon info. There's not one we know info on yet.
Yeah.
We still have not located the bomb shop, so we do not know what our red crystals are. In fact, this is... Even if we know where most of our dungeons are. We are missing Hera is our only one we're really missing at this point.
Yeah, we haven't seen Hera and we haven't seen the front of the
our main entrance. But we've seen most of our dungeons. We just don't have the keys or items to clear most of them.
Yeah, we're still actually missing quite a... And we haven't seen many Wildorm Cave or High Cave either, so like we still have some pretty good value in the checking entrances.
Yeah.
Even if we have seen most of the dungeons. Here we go. You're not taking any chances. You're deploying the cane for that.
No, makes sense. And heart piece for his troubles. And it is his first crystal, so this wasn't a total bust. In terms of items, this was a snooze, but it is our first crystal in our tent.
Yeah. Yep.
Crushing.
And I guess about an hour in, we should probably also thank our tracker tonight, Lady Laura Linda, and our restreamer, Final Talk, as well as our runners. Knucksman, who's having some technical issues, and WGarrison, who's currently on the feed right now, and Mike Cocom's Star 1468.
Mike Cocom, top tail, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Tracker Command needs a bit of an update, but Tom Wataka, who is our restreamer, is doing double duty today.
Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, right now, Garrison getting spud out at what was essentially a one-way down at the Aga Tower entrance is having to do a little bit of backtracking, but probably not going to be too mad about this, all in all. Because he's going to get down to Swamp Palace, be able to mirror and check the damn item, by the way. We haven't actually seen what that is yet. No,
because we have no idea where Knucks is or what he's done in the past 30 minutes since his stream crashed. It's a little, like 35 minutes now, something like that. Anyhow, we don't know where Knucks has been or where he's at, but we do. But Garrison, this is Garrison's first time in this area since pulling that dam, so this is our first time seeing this item, and it's nothing. Yeah. Classic.
Well, let's see. So, Garrison is going to opt not to check Marvelous Tablet. That's kind of understandable. It's really far away, and you really kind of want to push yourself to the east. You haven't checked Mini Wildorm Cave, and then you can go swim out over to the island area and check those entrances, and then swim up the pod. So this is kind of nice for him. He's going to discover that this is late. He's going to get annoyed because this is going to be Turtle Rock Bridge connector.
Yeah.
And he unfortunately can't mirror here, or else he'll lose the mirror down near his pallet.
Yep.
Is thinking about it. Has lost his ability to get back to the Dark World again. And is going to go check some entrances.
And it finds nothing here. I believe it was a Gina that was at the other end of that bridge in Dark World, so that will also be a check.
Yeah, there was a Gina, and then there was also... we'll also be able to check the item cave over here as well.
Yep.
Or whatever the cave is there.
It is nice, though, that he can check this set of entrances and then hopefully never come back. And there's our bow. Okay.
Hey, we can beat Eastern Palace now.
I was about to say, we could go beat Eastern. That is at the Light World Archery game. He did get the key from the Dark World Archery game entrance, and has a bow and lamp to put that in logic now.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, there wasn't really anything below him that he can do, so he's probably he'll have to save him quite out of here.
Yep, unfortunately, that's just a fortune teller. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, he doesn't have to come back there at least.
Yeah.
Idly reminds me, speaking of item dense locations, we haven't found the Silver's Key, we haven't found the hammer, so we cannot check the back of Escape.
Yeah.
Or Mitt to mirror to the back of Escape there either.
Yeah.
Collection of ouch. At least Eastern's a decent route here, just next to start, so this will be our second crystal, as it turns out. We see a C in the top left corner there, since we did find that map at some point a little bit ago.
Yeah, I was sitting over in P-Sound, I think. So.
Yeah, that was about the book. Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, so it just popped up just a little bit ago. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't do exactly what he's been doing the last couple times in Save and Quit and reset out of Sanctuary, out of the Old Man instead of Sanctuary. So he can get back on and through the Dark World after doing Eastern Palace, but he'll probably just save it out of Eastern and maybe head north.
Yeah, maybe. The big chest. So there's actually two checks here, since we haven't seen the big chest yet. Because just get that. Since the big key was relatively recent, just $20. While we head to the back, just kind of looking at our collection of items for Garrison. He needs, let's see, hookshot, hammer, probably a glove, fire rod. Let's see what else is in an assortment of keys. A second sword and an assortment of keys. It looks like we still don't know what our last pet is, but there's a lot of stuff we just need generally, no matter what, as we find a map to swap in our second crystal.
Yeah, we might actually not need a hookshot, depending on how this all goes out, but we probably will. Just because hookshot blocks a lot in this mode due to locking left side GT for the most part. So it blocks a lot more items than it. I mean, it blocks the same amount of items that it would in a non-entrance random mode. But that being said, a lot of those items are a lot more accessible in early spheres, and they're not gated behind 7 crystals.
And Garrison's actually back up on the mountain here. We're gonna head down this way, which is new to us.
Yeah, he was trying to get the camera reset a little bit. Yeah, these are checks that he had orphaned the first couple times he had gone up the mountain, but we have found Myra Shed.
Finding ourselves a heart container and
yeah. At this point, I think he's doing this because the very bottom entrance of Light World, West Dark Death Mountain, is a connector that'll get him to the Witch's Hut. So he can pop over there and then kind of start working his way over to the Ice Ride Cave area without having to get dead-ended somewhere.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or just walk back out.
Actually, he's gonna go. I believe he's gonna go check the Dark Cave over here now that he has a lamp. This could be the connector that takes us over to Bumping Witch.
Yeah.
So let's see. Yeah, okay. This is in fact the vanilla Death Mountain Cave. there it is. There's
Yep.
a mushroom. Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, but we'll eventually want to loop back around there. We do know the witch is in the Light World Hype Cave, so I guess you could hop in the portal, turn the Shrubin, and hop right back in the portal.
Well, yeah, but the nice thing about it that is like you can also, once you hop back in the portal, you can also then swing yourself over to Ice Rock Cave area, and then from there up to Pod. So, like this is kind of like a good way of just like kind of nailing the rest of the checks that Garrison has left on the overworld that aren't somehow glove locked.
Yep. And speaking of Pod, the dungeon itself is currently being checked. I am curious to see what was on the right side. I got a bottle of the potion in it super duper early, one of the first checks they did, but neither of them chose to go right side Pod when they were here like 3 minutes in. So I'm vaguely curious if they left anything behind of importance, as we find absolutely nothing in these 2 checks. We still only have 1 pod small despite us being an hour 20 in, so there's limited to how much we can do in here. And as a note, I suppose, in case anyone is watching this pod back later, it does not look like, unfortunately, Knucks' video feed will not be returning. He is recording locally, but we will continue to restream WGarrison as he finishes this seed out, and see how this goes.
Yeah.
Her piece there. And
Yeah, nothing, unfortunately, of major note. So let's see where Knucks is gonna, not Knucks, Garrison is gonna head off to now. The Desert Palace connector is over here. This will also take us over to the pod region. So this is another way of getting over to check some entrances that we haven't seen before. The one kind of downside of getting spotted on top of the connector is right now, like, the only thing taking us over to the pyramid area is Pyramid Fairy or the Ledge item. So that may not be the most appealing thing, depending on how Garrison wants to play this.
yeah,
Because I think right now he really only has like 7 more entrances open to him.
sounds about right. You're the one running the entrance check, so I'll take
Yeah.
your word on it. But that does sound
Well-
about right, given their items right now.
Yeah.
His items. I can't say their items because, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because I think he only has like.
Because we've
Like,
got a
I'm-
couple here in the pod area. Cause we've got this. We've got like Dark Flute 5. We've got Pod Entrance. I can go get the item here, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't remember what this was.
it was just the compass that you forgot. Yeah. Because I was gonna say, like, because on my own tracker I only have like 5 things missing, and that's including the 2 entrances that I know he hasn't checked over in the Asteroid Cave. That includes 2 entrances I know he hasn't checked over in the Asteroid Cave area.
Yeah, we know we saw those over on Knucks' end, and one of those was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the back of Desert was back there.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the Dark Rice Rod Cave area though. Let's see, Dark Flute 5 is useless.
Yeah. Realistically, like, we're kind of getting down to the part of the seed where we've almost run ourselves out of entrances, and we're really going to need to start pushing dungeons for items. But we really don't actually have a lot of.
I was going to say, the issue is we can't do dungeons for items. We have very few keys.
Yeah.
Because, like, we can't do anything further in Desert without the big key.
Yeah.
We physically have not found Hera. We are out of keys in pod. We do not have a hammer or hookshot for Swamp. I guess you could technically go finish Skull Woods, but that would suck.
Yeah, here's Bonk Rocks. Yeah, but like even then, like saying, "Oh, we're out of keys in pod," from like key logic perspective, our next available checks in pod are all 4 key locked. So
Also that.
Realistically, there has to be something else opening up, like 3 checks for just to even get the other items in pod. We have to have 3 checks, and then even then, that's only 3 items.
Yeah. Let's see, because we cannot get into Ice Palace. We've seen it. That's at the top of Lost Woods, but we have no Bombos or Fire Rod. Physically cannot get into Meyer, and we're pretty much done in TR for right now.
Yeah.
I guess you can't do GT right side logically, although like, if you really wanted to, maybe he could go bomb jump right side.
We could bomb jump right. We could bomb jump the right side. Oh no!
What?
Oh no! I just realized Mini Helmosaur Room is in logic. In GT.
Oh, we have the big key and a bow, yeah.
And a fire source, yeah. So.
And a lamp. That's a really bad. That's a bad. And that's pod spawn number 2. But as mentioned, we need 4 logically to continue there.
Yeah.
I also just don't want to go back in with 1 more small key. I don't think all that much right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go see what Dark World Shopping Mall area or Dark Ice Rod Cave, whatever you want to call it, has.
Yeah. This is our.
We're struggling for checks, I think, at this point.
Yeah, we're pretty much out. We're gonna have getting a beginning of glove because that's kind of like that's probably the our next ticket is probably the glove because it's like the thing that will be opening up the most items for us. But,
yeah, I agree with you there.
Because like we have access to my area, so like and the mountain, so Flute's not gonna do anything for us.
No.
And Boots only
Desert
get us
Torch
like
is nothing.
Yeah.
Did we ever see the GT Torch out as a thought?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, that might be fun. That's nothing here. Can't check Catfish is a good point from one of our trackers, Lady Laura Linda.
No, we can't. Catfish is glove locked.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right. Never mind. That's absolutely nothing. Pair of entrances here, so that's that.
Yeah, so yeah, that's gonna be it. That's all our.
He's gonna see Desert here, and that's it for entrances for him, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we can turn into Mushroom, and then it's either
GT or Moth. No, Moth's out of logic.
Moth. Yeah, we don't have a small key for Moth. There's the other side to the way to rescue the old man.
Yeah.
Garrison's looking at it, deciding if he wants to take it, and is opting not to do it.
Yeah.
I guess the only other thing is nobody. Like technically,
read Bombo's tablet, I guess.
We could read Bombo's tablet, but he didn't actually check Spectacle Rock connector. But like the only thing Spectacle Rock could do for us right now is drop us off at Hammerpegs so we can mirror and check the back of Hyrule Castle.
Which would be rather rude.
That's yeah. This is Spectacle Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're down to like having 3. We have 3 checks we know that are in logic, and then we have this one entrance that hasn't worked yet, and then we're gonna go start digging. It looks like.
Yep.
We don't even have a second. I guess we do have that second pod small, but
it doesn't do anything logically, and that's Desert Bite. Thanks, game. And Garrison just staring at it for a second there before save quitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
where is he going to head off to now?
That is an excellent question.
Signing lamp. The lamp was not particularly hard to find today, Allison. It's actually sitting on. The only trolly thing about it was that mirror was Flipper's lock.
Mirror was on Lake Island. Yeah.
Lake Island and
Lake
Flipper's
Island
lock.
entrance. That is, yeah. Not Lake Island the item freestanding.
Yeah.
Oops. And then your connector to the Mire area was by way of TR left because you had the big chest entrance in CAC.
Yeah, okay, so let's see. Are we going to be forced to do Fighter Sword GT climb for logic?
Yeah, because we're running out of everything else to do in the game right now. At least it's a fairly quick shroom turn in.
Yeah. It'd be nice if you had the flute, but unfortunately...
We know
we don't have boots.
We don't have boots.
Yeah, we know where it is, and we don't have boots to get it.
Nope. It's kind of rude that one of the two methods of getting around the world fast is locked by the other.
Yeah.
And it's GT.
Yeah,
Wahoo!
no, it's GT, and he's going to do a reset so he can maybe see if he can pull off a magic bat. But not. I say it's coming to mushroom.
Yeah, magic bats in the back is in the Lost Woods drop down. Had to check what that was. And
Yeah,
he's having a think.
Yeah, unfortunately at this point, like you have to climb GT.
Yep. He is going to. Okay, what's his routing here? GT is in the Mire shed left, the left Mire shed.
Yeah, so he's heading into Turtle Rock now, and he's going to go push his way over there.
Yep.
Yeah. Doesn't have enough small keys to reverse. We only had one TR small key. We haven't had any TR small keys actually.
No,
so
that's about. I was
reverse
looking at that
ourselves to the front.
Yeah, we haven't found the TR front. Presumably it's glove locked, I guess, at this point somewhere.
Yeah, here we go.
We haven't seen the connector to the front of the physical TR entrance either. Oh, that's less
Yeah.
consequential.
And we're going straight up.
Yep. No reason not to.
Well, this is a mean seed.
Yeah, I would agree. This has not been a fun chain of progression here.
Yeah, this has been a mean seed just because this is kind of like something that I think a lot of runners are going to end up allocating because this is not a chaos randomizer, but we are only randomizing entrances with cross-world connectors, and we also have full dungeon item. Full dungeon items, shuffle on, maps, compasses, big keys, small keys. We're not shuffling like pots or pot keys or enemy keys. Rupees.
Yeah, Crosskeys is is not far from the most complicated ALttPR mode, but it is one of the more chaotic, frequently played modes, I suppose.
I think it's safe to say this is kind of like this is about the most widely played maximum variability randomizer settings that are on ALttPR. There are people there are people
more niche ones, which are more complicated.
Yeah, people will play Dungeon Door Shuffle, where dungeons are randomly generated with different room connections. But that's not like the people. There are people who will play those tournaments. There are not like the 100 and something people who have signed up for this tournament.
Yep.
There's also stuff like Mystery Puck Championship or other mystery settings, but a lot of he's got
still have a potion, I was going to say, because he hasn't used either from the start of the seed.
Yeah. But
these acts are trolling as much as they did in Thief Town.
Yeah.
And the Divas aren't helping.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but you can get a lot more random setting from like mystery settings, including like decoupling entrances, which is not a popular race setting for a lot of people, for good reason.
It gets a little trippy because, yeah.
It makes navigation a lot of the world a lot. So people don't really like racing it.
No, decoupled for references. So,
the
like,
entrance.
for example, the entrance you walk into is not going to be the same as how you leave. So like for example, in this scene, we enter GT by walking into the left side mire shed. If we exit for GT, we will be outside the left side mire shed. But in decoupled, exiting GT could you don't be at, I don't know, the floating island or something.
Yeah.
And that gets very confusing very quickly.
Making some good use of the ice rod here. Pass a blue potion, but also we'll be using lamp to light the torches coming up. So it doesn't have to be as worried about magic use. But this is going to be a really, really annoying way just to go get a glove.
Yeah.
It'll be even more annoying if this is actually like, what else could this be that could be really annoying? A sword.
A sword would be weird.
Yeah, a sword for Bombo's tablet.
Pretty much. Sword would be rude. Boots would be downright rude for what? All that would get is our flute for convenience. Does that GT torch he hasn't checked yet.
Yeah.
And I guess we haven't seen the King's Tube entrance. There's a few entrances that unlocks as well, Boots.
Yeah, it's worth about 4 entrances plus, as you said, the 2 torches, the GT torch, which is unseen. The desert torch was nothing, and the flute, but the flute doesn't get us anything.
Yeah. It's a nice QOL, but
yeah, there is a question in chat about when are we getting the randomizer that changes the connectivity of dungeon rooms and the overworld tiles. That actually does exist. That does exist. There is overworld shuffle and there is dungeon shuffle. They still technically aren't like, they have to be consistent between overworld only shuffles with overworld, dungeon only shuffles with dungeon. But that randomizer does exist. It's just not raced. Very frequently.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Fire on!
No! Okay, there we go. So, yeah. So the Primo Dorm 2 chest that we're about to go check requires 3 GT small keys. We can't actually get the next one because we don't have boots to hover or hookshot like as intended.
And the mortal mounting is going to be happening. So, Fire Rod, right side GT you were discussing at one point earlier about the bomb jumping.
Yeah, but that being said, right side GT, everything that we can do on our right side GT requires at least 3 or 4 Cannon Tower small keys. So, we're going to be getting items in here, but they are not going to be in logic. What will, however, be in logic is our friendly Mothula, presuming that we can find one more castle. Mothula isn't in logic, so right now the Fire Rod really only for us in logic is Mothula's entrance at the back of Skullwoods.
We've also seen Ice Palace.
And Ice Palace, I guess, yeah.
That's the bigger problem, I think, at this point, is Ice Palace.
Yeah,
that was my immediate reaction was, oh no, Ice Palace is in.
Yeah.
We really have no Palace small keys and they'll make the ice big. So whether make it, I forget ice key logic. There's also that. For whatever it's worth, as we get a very out of logic pot small from right side.
Yeah, that pot small requires 4 GT smalls to obtain. Now the items behind here require only 3 GT smalls, but that's just because
you can
GT
go
kind of
the other way.
Yeah, and GT loops around on itself. So like the Rando room and the Compass chest room all require 4 smalls, but the other ones 3. Ice Armhouse area.
Can also pick up, what's the brain's quitting at the moment? Can get also the GT big chest.
Yeah. I kind of expect what will happen after this is he's out of magic. So the problem right now is, the other problem for Garrison right now is he's out of magic. And when we're done with GT, we're right next to Skullwoods. And we can go kill Mothula if we had the magic to burn if we had the magic to light the torches.
Which potion did he use earlier? Because he had a red and a blue.
Both. He's used both.
Okay,
he had to use the red.
unfortunately,
Yeah, he had to use. He burned the red against the Zyzix, and he had to burn the blue against Lamnolus. And then he blew the rest of. Yeah, and then he blew the rest of the magic.
It's a small magic refill here, but it's not enough.
Yeah, no, he's. Yeah. Oh, wow, he got really lucky there.
I am surprised that worked.
Okay. Yeah. Leaving that one Buzzy Beetle alive while you tried the jump is almost guaranteed to fail, but he managed to get it off.
Yeah.
Well, at least we're doing Ice Harvest.
Yep.
This
is, as you mentioned, 3 key locked. We know we do have 2 GT smalls, which are both in logic, super funny in the Hera entrance.
Yeah.
We find, speaking of Hera, the Hera small, Ether, which does nothing, and our first minor small. Okay, game.
Yeah, and he doesn't have enough magic to go light the torches in Skullwoods. So he's going to. It looks like Garrison's going to have to go take a visit to our potion shop. Which, not a really bad spot for it today.
No, can't complain about it being right there.
Yeah, needs to get a magic refill on, and then we'll probably make a push for heading over to. We'll do his save quit to Village of Outcasts, and then head for the Skullwoods area.
Yeah, because Skullwoods area, because we've got the back of Skullwoods entrance, and then Ice Palace is at the top of Lost Woods.
Yeah, now actually, this is kind of interesting from Garrison. He had 3 bottles and opted to fill one with a green potion and then drink it. I'm somewhat surprised with this. I understand the call, I think it's fine, but he didn't have a lot of magic left. And he was actually going to be going right next to Magic Bat. Yeah, see, this is the problem. He's going to go burn all his magic that he just spent all that money refilling to go do fake powder and try to rescue the Magic Bat. Or
he's going to go to Ice Palace.
He's going to Galaxy bring this and go into Ice Palace first. And then blow all his magic there before coming back.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Alright, Ice Palace. No small keys, has the big key, has Samaria, has a fire rod, no hammer, and no glove. This should be fun. And fire sword.
Yeah, I mean, we have Icebreaker. The only problem with Icebreaker right now is because we don't have a small key. So, yeah, unfortunately, Frozen Mangators.
This is not a strat you see often on these things.
No.
I did not know this worked, actually, though I suppose freezing them and blowing them up makes sense. There's our hookshot game.
Pretty. That probably was going to show, because if we were heading into Ice Palace and we didn't have any small keys, then yeah, the hookshot's probably going to get thrown into the mix here. These should not be. Yeah, okay, so Garrison has a problem here. He does not have a small key to unlock the door. Never mind. Never mind. Because normally, when you're doing Ice Palace, you need to get a key, steal the key off of the berry downstairs. If you don't have a small key and you're doing Icebreaker without a hammer. Because that tile right that he just walked by has a key under it. And he needs that key to unlock the door right there. But you know what?
And he just got one because there's a reason, because why not, I guess. Okay, game.
Yeah.
Never mind a bunch of things.
Okay, so that throws our boots checks in logic, that throws our hookshot cave into logic. We can get into Mire, we can get the food.
We can pick up our next GT small, which is funny game.
Yeah, that's our third.
And a small key to Skullwood. Speaking of Moth earlier.
Yeah, that puts Mothfield on logic.
Yes, it does.
Also, I will be sending the seed to people just so they can appreciate the lamp-locked fire rod at the top of GT. Because I know there's people out there who would like that type of seed.
I'm probably sending the seed to at least one person myself as well, as we find a heart piece here, and that's a safe quick as we're out here.
Yeah.
No hammer, no glove. He's gonna just alright.
Yeah.
Cater Bombos is confirmed inaccessible. We've done. That was the last location fire rod.
Yeah, there's nothing really our runners could have done that we could have like pulled something off to get there. Even like ignoring logic. The only thing we really could have done was maybe something was go pod.
Go kill pod. I think maybe kill Moth was about the other. Oh my god! Now let's see. We do have half magic. We would have liked that before going over. Thanks. Quake and Blue Mail.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
Yeah. Just shout outs to this seed. Giving us both Ether and Quake after we knew that Bombos is the only medallion required today. So...
For any kind of anything, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll finally go take a dip into Misery Mire. Screen Pendant, this is hopefully not going to be something we need to finish.
We also can't at the moment without the big key.
Oh yeah. But for those wondering, we actually have in fact seen the pedestal check today. It is just a shield. So neither runner will be getting it.
Nope.
Garrison hasn't actually hasn't actually checked that Knucks opted to. But we'll probably...
He's not concerned right now.
Yeah.
And blames the Hosser bot for this seed.
Yeah.
The bots tend to give us interesting stuff. All the seed rolling bots across all the randos tend to do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, left side Meyer here, giving us our silvers.
Those silvers are locked by the fire rod, which is locked by a bow. So that is in fact a bow-locked bow.
Yep, not really surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he needed that bow for the GT climb to get the fire rod to get here, to get the hook shot to get here, and boots.
I mean, realistically, let's see, what do we need for go mode at this point? We have both rods.
We need a hammer. We might need that small TR small, I guess. That's our first TR small in the Meyer cutscene chest at an hour 46. That's kind of crude. We need some collection of keys. We may need to physically find Hera, as we haven't found that yet.
I don't think we actually need any keys. Logically, we need keys. We're actually, I believe, straight up good on keys at the moment.
Actually, no, you might be right, because we can finish Pond, we can finish Pond on 3, we can finish Swamp, Skullwoods is fine, Ice is, well, yeah, it's keys aren't a problem. Yeah, unless we end up needing that Fire Big, because it locks something we need. But Hera Big, though, Hera's completable without the big key once we find it with the hookshot and Hera pot.
Yeah. So, realistically, like, we just kind of, like, potentially need to find Hera and find the hammer. Ganon today was not glove-locked.
He's on Useless Fairy.
Yeah, so there's not even a guarantee we need a glove. So that's
there's not a guarantee we need a glove, but I'm thinking that Hera entrance is Hera might be in a glove-locked entrance at the rate we're going.
That's true. We still
and
have
either
4.
Hera or Ice is, and if that's the case, Hera or Ice is, and you need a glove to get to Cold Stare.
Yeah.
Been caught out by that before, so I remember it.
Yeah.
So, not guarantee glove lock, but that's a possibility. We do also need a second sword to physically kill Ganon.
Yeah. This is... Yeah, so this is... Potentially we're looking Sword Hammer, and then maybe...
Figuring out what our last pendant is, I guess, at this point.
Maybe a glove, and then... our mitts. So Garrison's gonna go check these boots locked locations right now.
Yep. Makes sense here. It doesn't unlock a lot, but this is finally Hype Cave.
Yep. That's our ice map. That's a good one to have.
That's our sewers key, our big key to Skull Woods, our big key to Desert, and our glove.
Alright. Which is locked by our boots, which was locked by our hookshot, which is locked by our fire rod, which
is locked by the GT climb.
Yeah, right now the worst possible spot for our hammer is probably the the lumberjack drop at Pyramid.
That would be pretty bad. Hammer before or after 2 hours? As we just hit the hour 50 mark, I wouldn't be surprised if it's after. Yeah, first glove at an hour 49.
Yeah, our seat has really kind of started to open up. Okay, Garrison, remembering he can go pick up the magic powder here.
Yep, because this is in the lumberjack trap down here, which we saw a very long time ago.
Yeah.
Magic bag itself was in the Lost Woods, since we were discussing that fake powder earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. So, has 2 more glove entrances he can do now here. Bumper Cave and the Old Man Rescue Cave start.
Yep. Yeah, I can finally get Flute if he feels like it.
Yeah, Flute's something I don't think
sure
he's going to be
will.
picking up. Flute, you need cave, not hutch. Oh, that's a nice sign.
That is actually, it's maybe not the most intuitive thing if you're new to Rando. And here's chess game. And that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this will be really nice because you can go here. He'll probably go up into the Skull Woods, check the back, check the big key entrance. There's the other side of Ice Rod Cave. Check Mad Dad. And maybe he gets a hammer and he could beat Ice Palace.
Well, he's in the area, yeah.
Yeah. So this is there are there's a location check you can pull up here plus 2 more item checks.
Yep.
And they're basically right next to each other.
I wouldn't entirely be surprised to see a ped check for him here.
Yeah, no, he'll definitely do that. At this point, the seed's been incredibly bare. You want to know exactly. There's something important sitting on ped, you want to know.
Absolutely. Yes, this has been an extremely dry 2 hours.
Yeah.
Magic Dad was, of course, nothing.
Yeah, and the other thing I was going to get is I actually don't think he's going to get the flute. I'd be incredibly surprised if he gets the flute.
I think it's too much of a detour for what's not worth a lot.
We got a
Swamps Are Last Pendant.
Yeah. Swamps Are Last Pendant, and we have a red crystal Skullwood Ice Palace.
Well, our glove can't be behind the pyramid area entrance. Or not our glove. Our hammer. Yeah, our hammer can't be there, because they do need hammer to physically get to Cold Stair.
Yeah.
But no, since I've seen a seed that could go 3 hours, Days Cloud, I mean, we're
I don't
getting
think that's
there
gonna.
slowly. I don't think this. I don't think there's enough left in the game for it to go 3 hours.
I don't. Yeah. Come on, Days.
We've seen a lot. It's been really slow, but we have seen a lot in the past 2 hours.
Days, come on. Yeah, I'm gonna say, Days Cloud is in chat. Does a lot of Crosskeys commentary. I don't think there's enough left in this game that's gonna be there for 3 hours.
No, and we've known Hammer's not. We've known Ped's a shield for an hour and 40-something minutes. Knucks checked this a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna go check. This is our best way to get to the Punk Rocks entrances.
It is.
Look,
we still don't have a hammer to take our portals.
Yeah. Look, Dazed. The way to kind of explain the seed so far is we last mini Helmasaur in GT. That's what this seed has given us. Yep. Oh, here we go. We can actually do this in logic.
We got the sewers key a minute ago out of Pipe Cave. So we can now go check the 3 checks in the back of Escape. But yeah, this is a last location mini Helmasaur, and before that, I'm pretty sure our Moon Pearl was behind a last location mirror just about earlier too.
Yeah. Because
Moon Pearl was on Floating Island, and Mirror ended up being in the Lake Hylia upgrade ferry entrance with Flippers, which were Sick Kid, which was over by the purple chest guy that he just didn't get to for a while. Because that was not the worst, just Garrison did not end up routing it around until quite a bit early in the seed.
Yeah, I mean, Garrison had a sword and went places and was doing a lot of things pretty efficiently. Fortunately, it's been about an hour and a half since we lost Knucks.
So we cannot comment on it.
Yeah.
We lost him around the half-hour mark, I think, and well.
Yeah, right after I believe our restreamer switched to audio.
Yeah, it would be correct. I think it's like 32 minutes in-ish. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so this was which entrance or?
We have no idea where Knucks is. This TH Floating Island. This is the one that we needed, right?
I guess he is going to get that flute after all, and I'll route it in with checking an entrance.
Which is finally making a home cave.
Yeah, so I believe at this point we're only missing camera pegs, waterfall fairy, and chicken item entrances that aren't dungeons.
Sounds about right, yeah. Boomerang, bombs. There's Bombos.
Good.
GT small number 4 and a Herpes.
So that puts that third pod small cube we found into logic now.
Yep, locked behind the GT right side.
Locked behind the glove, locked behind the fire, locked behind. I don't even want to start getting into that chain anymore.
Locked behind all of it. Let's go with that.
Just locked behind lots of things. Gonna go take a flute. We'll see if he activates it or not. I'm gonna guess so. He went to go grab it. He probably. But.
What are our entrances left for finding this Hera, by the way, since that's required now that we know that Swamp's pendant?
So, in terms of entrances that we can find Hera, that we have...
we have Dark and Light World, Ice Rod, Glove Spots, Checkerboard, the M Cave down by Purple Chest Dude, this is another...
And then we have the 2 sets of Bonk Rocks. And then, theoretically...
presently accessible, yeah.
Yeah, and then... theoretically,
we've got also camera pegs, Ice Palace entrance, TR entrance, which are locked.
Yeah, and then if we have like a light world, M cave or the Ice Rod cave, are the bomb shop, then theoretically we could be logically expected to drop a mirror portal in front of Hyrule Castle and float ourselves over the bomb and use that to get to the pyramid. So open up the crack. If not, we probably need a hammer. Here's Waterfall Cave.
Which has a small key to pod. That is number 4, so the place is full clearable if he really felt like it.
Yeah, that also... That's 3 more checks and logic at the pod. But we can basically full clear the back.
So those 2 pairs of Von Cracks were not Artihera, though.
No.
Looks like the M Cave's next. And Thombo's tablet, since we haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Still can't pick the item up, but we can at least read it.
Yeah.
I swear if this is a sword on this.
I mean, if it's a sword on it, I believe that then we have to ask the question, do you get that sword before you go fight Ganon?
That's a good question. It's a bit of an awkward spot, and we do have Silver's 16 hearts because we've done most of this seed, Red Mail, and Chicken Hut is one of our remaining locations with $20 in it.
Yeah, so realistically, from an entrance to right now, we're just missing Hammer and Hera bags. Hammer, Hera, and Bomb Shop. So Pyramid Crack is probably not going to get checked today.
I don't think so. Alright, and here we've got 10 arrows. Alright.
10 arrows, yeah. And so we're about to go take a very long trip over to Dark Shopping Mall to check the 2 entrances over there. But you're not going to feel too bad about it because you got your Desert Palace big key in hand now. And so we're going to go probably kill Lambelis. Just because you're there. It's just quick, and it's, well, not quick, but it's a check in the area, and you've only got so much to do, I guess. You just don't want to go back, really. I guess Pyramid could be Hera, which would be, if we have a good, if the bomb shop's in the location that works that, but that would be weird. Yeah, at this point, the only location that would really work with the bomb shop that we don't need a hammer for is going to be... I should also clarify, a hammer or a second Castle Tower small key would be the Light World Ice Rod Cave Rock, which would be the 20 Rupee Cave in Vanilla.
Yeah, and we're gonna see that right now for Garrison. Dark World 1 was useless.
Yeah.
And Light World here is a fortune teller.
Yay. Alright, so... Okay, we're not checking Hera. We're not checking Desert, I guess.
Nope. Guess we're not doing Lambos. Happy 2 hours, everyone. Yep, it's been 2 hours.
We can go check Catfish, and then there's also the Desert Palace Big Chest. That's also logic.
Yeah, it is. What's our nearest? Probably the desert right to the north of the Village of Outcasts might be the easiest one to get to for the desert front entrances.
Yeah, for what he's doing, yeah. Because our other Desert Palace entrance is on the... There's a Desert Palace entrance that's just south of here, but if he saves and quits, then that's going to take him away. And even then, it's probably faster to save and quit it and run north.
Yeah, because Old Man's in the... Yeah, Old Man's in the village. And because one's up in Light World, isn't up on Death Mountain, then the third is, south of Pod. Let's see, Catfish is nothing. Let's see.
Yeah, so this will be, unfortunately, we're out of entrances. We'll need Mitts or we'll need Hammer.
Yep, we are out.
Oh, okay. We're gonna go check Checkerboard Cave and probably kill Mothula now that we have magic.
Looks like it. Just tie up that loose end. The checkerboard cave is an entrance we haven't, right? Don't remember seeing. Yeah, we can't have seen because we just got club recently.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. Alrighty, let's take a look. Oh good, it's a bomb shop.
Thieves and ice are red crystals. Huzzah!
Well, we've beaten half of those. Fortunately, that is hammer.
We can't beat the other half.
Yeah, we still need a hammer.
Yep.
So, hammer can't be in Tower of Hair entrance.
Hera entrance?
No, sorry. If Hera is a pyramid, it can't be in Hera entrance. It can't be in Hera. What do we have left that's available to us again?
Let's see, we can go to Landmost, there's a desert big chest. We have a decent amount of pod in logic and the entire place out of logic.
Yes, let's see.
Well, we're hammerlocked out of Pendant Swamp, which is not the bad thing, I suppose.
This is in logic, we have 3 checks in pod.
We've got a solid amount of GT, actually.
We can do one more check in GTs in logic.
What's preventing the rest of the place from being...
we don't have a hammer.
Thank you. Whoops. Never mind. Right. Hammer! You'd think we'd have it by the 2-hour mark.
We can, I guess, technically kill Trinex, but Trinex... We have Fighter Sword Trinex, and we don't have a hammer.
No. It would be a very miserable Trinex fight. Also not in logic.
Yeah, we're missing 3 small keys, and we don't have enough small keys to go back the front into the front side of TR.
Nope.
Yeah,
we're
so
pretty much out of locked out to Ice Palace.
Yeah,
we saw things in Meyer.
Yeah. So I think realistically, like right now, we have like 6 checks left in logic. We're down to 6 checks left in logic. Somehow?
Sounds about right. Again, I don't think we saw the back of Skull with entrance. No, we did. Actually, never mind. It was not memorable.
Yeah, and unfortunately, here it comes again. We forgot to check the torch.
Yes, we did.
And it's just arrows. You might want those. You might want those.
You're not gonna pick them up, though.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, sorry. I forgot. We have 4 GT smalls now. So realistically, the scary thing is that we have 7 checks in logic. We have 8 checks in logic, and 7 or 8 checks in logic, and half of them are locked behind cheat climbing GT.
If it's we'll learn 2 where the thieves hide out.
This might take a special. Yeah, so understandably, Garrison is going to do everything to not climb GT again. Despite how everything is shaken out. Now, we only have 3 checks in here in logic. The compass chest and the 2 chests below it in the double hallway area. Yep. We can, however, hopefully sequence break and get a lot more value out of this dungeon.
Yeah, he has 4 keys, but he did use one of the front door, which is a big time saver. Unfortunately means he also cannot do the full clear, so there's a real chance there's a pod swap.
Yeah, but anything that he's going to orphan is by 6 keys, and it'll probably be the big key chest anyway.
How long does this go before we decide?
Oh, good! Oh, good.
Hi.
So, hello, Castle Tower 2 key. Okay, so logically now we can kill Agon in 1. Which means that logically we can be required to kill... I mean, we still need a hammer, so it doesn't really mess too much up on that, I guess. Yeah, that doesn't really do anything for us.
Point.
Yeah, that's mooted now.
Because the lumberjack drop down is a useless fairy, which...
Yeah.
Well, it's the useless fairy. Name says it all.
Yeah, okay, so unfortunately the only thing on value in a Castle Tower key, which has been mooted by the fact that hammer is locking our big bomb.
Yeah, Knucks' OBS has been down for an hour and 35 minutes thereabouts. Or, well, it crashed an hour 35 minutes ago and he never came back on stream.
Yeah.
He's local recording. That will be the admin's headache to figure out later. We are just going to watch him play out this scene, finding a Meyer Small, and, well, I will say this has been a very interesting scene to watch.
Yeah. I mean, this
We came out of the middle entrance on Castle, yeah, Days, Garrison got one late a while ago through that.
Yeah.
That was the... that was Laser Bridge was up there, but that's not the one he got stuck on. He ended up one late over there at one point.
Yeah.
Pretty early.
Yeah, no, it was like the old woman connector at Hype Cave. Yeah, guess what, Garrison? You're climbing GT again. You're climbing GT again.
He's gonna go do Landmos first, it looks like.
Yeah, he's gonna do the desert stuff because that's better than doing Landmos.
And reclimbing GT.
A hard force climb of GT. That's what the siege is about to come down to.
Yeah. And yes, Cape is on Ether Tablet in case anyone's wondering. Just for the extra troll.
Yeah.
Because we were talking when he ended up getting the one way up to Hyrule Castle, that's where Thieves Town is. Never saw the Thieves Town big chest, physically can't get without the hammer, so it's a moot point.
Yeah.
But if Thieves Town was up there, something else was up there that I'm forgetting and it doesn't much matter.
Yeah.
But yes, we were discussing earlier when he got one way up there that he had to find a sword up there to not be a one way because their tablet cape was not going to happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, land moves. Silver should hold here.
Oh, we got enough fire rod. Yeah.
And unfortunately missed the last one.
Alright, so this is we now have this is like a 2 out of 5 chance that this won't be hard required climb for the second time. No. Okay, so we're now down to 1 in 4 chance that we don't have to climb the GT Tower again.
Last locationing, everyone.
Garrison's probably trying to remember how to get even back to being part of Desert Palace again.
Yeah, this'll work.
Oh no, he's just ripping the Band-Aid off.
He's resigning himself to GT.
Actually, no. He's going to.
No.
Oh, here we go. We're going to do Fighter Sword Triangles. This will not be. This is not going to be our logic. No, wait. He just realized he's going to commit to Fighter Sword Triangles, and has opted not to commit to Fighter Sword Triangles.
Yeah. We are a hammer, sword, and fighting Hera from Go mode.
Yeah.
We are also running out of everything to do with the game.
Yeah. For those joining us right now, we have the Desert Palace big chest, and then so we have like 3 checks in logic right now. The Desert Palace big chest,
the post-Moldorm
2 chest,
and
Thieves drop down in the pyramid.
Yep.
That's what's in logic, and one of those is going to have to be, and it's probably going to be the hammer and the pyramid.
Also, Garrison's now out of keys.
Yeah, but he hasn't really done anything on this, so he can say scum this if he really wants to.
I was just thinking, when was his last save at? Because if he keeps whatever he finds here, he's gonna have to find another TR small from wherever those have gone off to. Because we only have 1 out of 4, impressively.
Yeah, no, we know that we have to have 3 more to do this. So, and honestly, we don't have that much left. They're probably just sitting in Swamp Palace, to be completely honest.
Probably. But do you want to go back to Pettit Swamp for that?
Hey, 13 bombs. All right.
Wahoo! Next, we haven't done too many restreams, so we haven't missed much. This is only the first round of Swiss and CSR Swamp with stuff lately.
Yeah, this is the first round of Swiss. Main tournament has the main tournament's going on. ZSR has been hosting the challenge. Yep. I believe the finals for that are starting to go underway.
First match was last weekend, not just a couple days ago. The weekend before that, the next 2 are. Well, I thought Knucks was on vacation, but he played this match. But, no, Knucks is not the one in the race. It's Keyston, one of the runners in the Challenge Cup finals, is on vacation. So, but Knucks is also in the Challenge Cup semifinals, so we will hopefully actually get to see him play then as we find the TR main entrance is vanilla. It's vanilla. And in case anyone's curious, we've seen the GT entrance. That's Hyrule Castle left.
Yeah, Kaysen, you gotta do it.
You gotta
do it. Sorry, Kaysen and Garrison, you have to do it.
We're sorry, but yeah, you cannot. There's no options here. You have to do it. And he's just having a think.
It's like, what do I have left that's in... Oh, no.
You can just see his brain thinking here. What entrances are up here? Ah, yeah, this is where Desert Big was.
Okay.
Or Desert Main was.
Here we go. This is it. This is the 33% chance that we did not have to logically climb GT again. And this may make it a hard... This is actually a hard 33% chance that we didn't have to climb GT again. No. Wait.
Garrison, where are you going? Hello?
I don't know. I don't think there was anything...
I do not know where he's going right now.
I don't know either. He checked the pyramid. I guess maybe he thinks he didn't check the pyramid.
I guess. Does he not realize he beat Landnos? He knows he has the big key.
He's probably going up here to go... Oh no, he's going to go kill Trinex from Laser Bridge.
Yeah.
He has 2 blue potions. This is doable.
No, he doesn't have the small key.
He doesn't... God, he doesn't have the small key.
I was talking about that earlier. He did not save scum that key.
Oh no. Yeah, here we go.
And that's a save quit, so he will need to find another TR spell, although that's not worth a whole lot right now.
Yeah, here we go. So,
this seed stinks.
This seed's kind of like evil in a lot of ways. I don't even know where.
Yeah. I don't think Garrison quite knows where he's going. For this...
Nobody knows, because like at this point, like it's just like you don't want to do what you have to do, and we really don't have any option to do. Oh, okay. We never checked this.
Oh yeah, there is this. I forgot we found the big key out of our Narcakina. And it's map. Nope. There's a TR. Thanks. But yeah, in fact, just see Garrison run straight past the Desert Big just a minute ago on his way to realize I just used my key on the other side end of TR. Oops.
Yeah.
Anyway, what is his fastest? Yeah, he's gonna go back through TR the other way to get through the other 2 entrances of TR. To go get to.
Yeah, no, this is him. I don't know where he's going. Yeah, you don't want to do this. You just want to clip through the rail right here. But he's in the woods. There we go.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna go climb GT again for the second time this, and it's gonna be hard required because it's gonna be the hammer to go get your GT smalls out of the basement. Your turtle rock small that you need out of the basement.
Yeah.
All right. Well, take 2. This time with a fire rod, half magic, and blue nail, and 2 more hearts. But not a better sword. But we got boots and silvers. So
we are 2 hours and 19 minutes in with a still a fighter sword and no hammer.
Oh God!
And comment in chat if checking skill would spend to make him remember Desert Big, he's going to gamble that it's GT and not go back for it because he just ran past it a minute ago.
Yeah.
And before mids show up, it is possible. I mean,
mids at this point are only 1 entrance.
How many item entrances are left? You're the one tracking it.
Hammer pegs. We could have a vanilla hammer pegs. Yes. At this point, we have 3 entrances left in the game. One of which is hammer pegs. One of which is Hera.
And one of which is junk.
Yeah.
We know Hera cannot be in.
Hera cannot be in GT, correct?
Not in GT. Pure mystery. We know.
Okay, sure.
GT
Yeah, that's true. That's also true. We got spat out of both GT. Meyer
and TR.
Meyer and TR, so like the hardest to get to entrances are all gone.
Yeah, we also found the TR bridge a long time ago.
Yeah.
Floating Island is hard to fight for a Moon Pearl. That's better. It's better. Yeah, we've got Ice Palace entrance, we've got Hammer Pegs, we've got Pyramid as the remaining entrances. I think are 3.
Yeah, it's Ice Palace, Hammer Pegs, and Pyramid.
And we know it's either Hammer Pegs or Ice Palace for Hera, Karen.
Yeah.
Which now that they say that, Notes is hard to hard. We've seen everything else.
Yeah.
When I told my friends I'd finished watching this race, I didn't expect it to take 3 hours. We were discussing the possibility of this scene taking 3 hours. It's not sub 2:30 at this point. We have way too much left. We have way too many dungeons left. Yeah,
What's happened to Landless right there?
I don't know.
In chat right now, one of our admins is probably playing with a lovely black lad named Izzy. God. This has been a particularly terrible seed. This is not like a normal bad Crosskeys seed. This is
special.
This is being forced to climb GT. I've only seen this happen a couple times in a seed. There was one time where the top of GT in the mini almost Erlin, like all the other GT smalls were hard locked behind it, so you couldn't continue on to go get like hook shot out of your hammer out of like post Bulldorm 2 chest. You just had enough keys to climb, and that was it.
I mean, only this seemed to be inducted into the Hall of Fame of garbage seeds. Yeah. Knucks will finish when he finishes. If anyone's keeping an eye on the race room, do not spoil it. So it is a 10-minute delay. If we do see a finish from Knucks' end. CSR Butt does announce finishes, but it does so with the delay count.
Yeah. And here we are. Sorry, I was going to say.
Ahead, sir.
2 hours, 20 minutes in, we were doing Fighter Sword World.
You're doing Fighter Sword World War II, yes.
And we can get bopped off
Okay, that does not happen.
Alright, let's see.
April 1st dailies racing right here. And no.
Alright, so it's either Desert Palace Big Chest or let's use drop, the hideout drop.
Yep. Let's see how econometry goes. This fight at least doesn't change. With what sword you have.
It doesn't change with what sword you had, but the patterns can be something. That was one. That was a very nice double. He's gonna be kind of mad because he probably could have gotten a triple off that second phase, but still, we're at 4.
And that's a nice double to finish it out.
Yeah.
2-1-1-2 could have been worse, and let's go see what's in this drop down. Now we are Mit's hammer and a TR small from Go mode. Yes. The Mit's hammer, TR small, their sword.
Oh god, it was.
Garrison's gonna be so mad. It's the desert big chest he ran past a minute ago.
Yeah, now he needs to think that he missed it.
Alright, we're back to think time for him, yep. Does he remember that desert big chest, though? He found nothing is the problem, I think, Friday. That's the problem.
Yes, he found a map and a single green rupee.
Which tells us that the check he ran straight past a couple minutes ago to realize I need a TR small key for Knucks is the only check left in the entire game.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. He's got the mirror out. He's thinking.
We still don't know where the hammer is. No, we're running out of everything, but
At this point, the hammer is probably sitting in the swamp, the Desert Palace Big Chest.
Probably. I mean, there's so little left.
Yeah, and now he's gonna probably start double checking everything. Fortunately.
Probably, yeah. This is the what did I leave behind time. Desert Palace Big Chest has to be it because I believe we both believe we've seen everything in the game. That's not that.
Yeah, and even then, like, it's everything that we've seen in the game that's in logic. Technically, we could have killed Knucks, but Knucks will still. Whatever we need is locking Knucks down.
Yeah.
He has one more small key in GT, apparently.
Pod,
I guess in pod, yeah, sorry. He must have set up a save scum somehow. But this can't be it. Unlike previous years, we have 100% all locations reachable, so this can't be a
small.
This can't be a pod small key.
Yeah.
So this can't put anything in the back further into logic.
No.
So this would still need at least another key to get. Or 2.
And this is a recent save quit. He needs to reset unless he wants to add a pod small to the go mode list too.
Yeah.
Because he just locked himself out of Helmsar is his problem right now.
Yeah.
Steed isn't broken, but Garrison needs a reset unless he wants to add a pod small because he's missing 2, and you mentioned earlier that our TR smalls are probably in swamp, and I think those pod smalls are probably there too.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, like from like a
and probably at least one sword because we're running out of everything.
Yeah, like realistically, like from an item count perspective, like it's either in swamp or it's in GT. Because like we're missing 8 checks in swamp, and GT we're missing 10 items.
can. Because it's 4 in Dark Magician, 4 in Rando Room, Firebar, Fire Snake.
Yeah.
Um,
And then we've got another 2 items in.
but he did reset, so that's good for him. He doesn't have to worry about that. He's going. He's
going for
thinking of
Desert
Desert, but it's
Palace,
the wrong one.
Yeah, this is a connector up to the mountain.
Oh wait, no, he's save and quit. Chat correcting me. He needs a pod small.
Okay, so that's another thing onto the list. Sees it's 4 out of 6. Should know. Oh no. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
is now probably trying to figure out what's my best way to get into desert. And his best way to get into desert is sadly with another reset.
Yeah, because your old man's in the village of outcasts, and Desert Rights is just north of the village.
Yeah.
And whatever that entrance is called, I just label as a north of village check.
One of our tournament admins is now suggesting that we shuffle boss chambers with entrances. If you would like to do that, go play mixed pools.
Ocarina of Time Randomizer does have that function, yes.
Yes, go play that, Allison.
Because Bob Super Shuffle is independent of Dungeon ER is the thing, and you can in fact then mix it with everything else.
Oh, you have to kill Vitria. No.
It's specifically the item check for the no, Allison.
No.
Shuffling engines isn't the item pool would be horrendous.
All right. Okay, so this is probably the hammer. Or the Myers, or the Meyer picking.
Or the Meyer big, or there's a hammer.
No. That was the only thing those were the only 2 things that would give us enough and beat stuff up. All right, let's go beat Ice Palace.
Let's go beat Ice Palace, and then if we find nothing, Ice Swamp Palace again. I think.
I don't know if we'll do Swamp or we'll go actually like bomb open the pyramid first.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Well, this is gonna be ice.
Yeah.
And someone else in chat suggesting to combine Allison's idea with enemy drops. So kill enemies in warp the pod. Yeah, just barely sub 230 hammer. What a see you.
Kill Lionel with a fighter sword. Because the other 3 swords are in pod. That is locked by the Lionel on Death Mountain. Well, so realistically, right now we're just potentially 2 small keys from going.
We need mitts. Harris confirmed the mitts locked entrance.
Well, no, Hera could actually still be a Pyramid Fairy. We have one entrance.
No, it can be, right? I forgot. It can, right? You're right.
Yeah.
On that front, I was mixing things up. It's a 2 and 3. There's a possibility we need mitts. And,
oh, good.
We need 2 smalls. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
And there's our last shield. I'll hit. You know, something else, we saw a Spike Cave around somewhere or another.
Yeah, Spike Cave is sitting over on East Death Mountain, and it doesn't exist. Along with Mimic Cave, which also doesn't exist.
Yeah, I was just thinking that those both on Southeast Late Death Mountain, according to my notes. Somewhere on that side of the map place.
Yeah, I think, I kind of suspect right now Garrison's gonna opt to maybe try to pop the pyramid open first, and then go push
I think
forward.
so.
If only just because you'd like to just start hunting keys. It's gonna suck that you're hunting keys, but you can just have to hunt keys. You don't have to hunt for mitts.
Yeah, you want to know if Hera's there.
Yeah, and there's only one more entrance that's out there, so you don't really have to worry about the mitts first.
Yeah. And Cold Stare's not our answer. Because of course he isn't. Actually, there's also whatchamacallit, the Hammer House and Village.
The Hammer House and Village, unfortunately, was a entrance of Paradox Gate.
Never mind then, yeah. Allison, Tough Owl's the one who is running the entrance trackers, so is much better with this than I am, but we've seen just about every entrance in the game, including most of the idiotic connectors, including the front of TR, and GT, and the top of Hyrule Castle, and Floating Island was recorded for a Moon Pearl, and the TR Bridge.
Yeah, we have seen literally everything in the game, except for 3 entrances, and only one of them successful.
Yeah. The sad thing about this situation too is if Garrison hadn't used his pod and TR small, he wouldn't need
Yeah, to do what he's about to do. We're also missing a Harapig key, but we don't care about the Harapig chest until it has to load.
Yeah.
We actually won't care about the Harapig chest because we'll probably find the small keys before.
Probably. I mean, there's only so much that anything at all can lock at this point, frankly.
We have in fact been spit out of the GT entrance. It's one of our Hyrule Castle connectors.
Yep. That was one of our earliest Death Mountain.
Or you mean that? I'm sorry. You mean that we can go look for items in GT? Yeah. Now we can go look for items in GT.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because we now have a hammer to continue, something I forgot about earlier, because you don't often, it's not the most common thing to make 2 trips to GT and not have a hammer on the later trip. Yeah, but we're back.
Well,
fighting 8. Okay, there's a TR small we need.
Yeah.
And another TR small we need. We don't need anymore. And an ice small we don't need.
We got 6 more items in here.
Yep, we've got the Firebar room here, which is red mail, lovely. I mean, I guess everyone had to be somewhere.
Almost vanilla.
Yep.
Right,
we've got the Fire Snake room and then Rando room. Will be our remaining checks in GT. We've already seen Ice Arm most of the big chest because he did those going around right side.
Yeah, and then we still have swords.
We still have swords. We do need one of those to kill Ganon. And it's not there. The collection rate's going to be horrendously bad on this as well.
Yeah.
We know where magic that is. That was useless. And that was in Lost Woods. There's a small key to pod.
Okay, good. So now we can go beat the 2 dungeons. Now we're strictly just hunting bits or entrances.
Hera access and the sword.
Hera access and the sword. Well, time to go pick up the bomb.
Yep.
You know, like, right now the worst place... Well, here's the question. Are we going to go back and see the feast on the chest?
It's one of those one-off checks that just sucks at this point. I mean, let's see. Where was Thieves again? Top of Hyrule Castle? Probably not soon, given that's... well, there. Well, actually, no, you could route it in right now, I guess. That's the point. Yeah,
the problem right now is either you're going to do it now or TR and get spat up at the top of TR Laser Bridge, at the top of TR entrance.
Yeah. Like, this would be the best time to route and not to use big chests, otherwise, have fun getting back here.
Oh, there's hammer pegs.
And we need mix. And he is not doing either Thieves Down Big Chest or
yeah.
Or Knucks. I'm confused.
No, we're heading for Swamp. That would have been a so like from a routing perspective, like it could have been like, and I don't blame Garrison at this point because like quite frankly we're at 238 and Dave's cursed this
is
seed.
pod first actually. Swamp's the dark sank.
Yeah, but like what we could have potentially have done was be Trinex. That takes us up to the top of the mountain, and then we drop down and do Mimic Cave and Spike Cave. And clear those away.
Knucks's feed for Knucks's OBS had an encoding error about 2 hours and change ago. He's local recording, so the admins will review that at a later time tonight. But well, we elected the top I have elected you to stick around and provide you with continued commentary for this
We didn't think
ever so entertaining seed.
How bad could it be? Little did we know.
Right? I'm honestly a little sad I've only got one viewpoint because I'm so curious how Knucks got in this mess.
I am as well. Thankfully, I believe both of our runners. We do have an admin in chat to believe like both of our runners have until I believe midnight tonight to complete this race.
I think the admins would also be willing to give it a bit, like, or bit if they somehow ran longer.
So,
I do think the release of the next round pairings might be a little delayed, given how long this went, plus having to review the recording for Knucks whenever he gets around to that.
Yeah.
Because uploading those takes a while. We will hope to maybe get him in for an interview, assuming he doesn't have any further tech issues, whenever this wraps, to talk about this mess.
Yeah. So this is our last check-in pod. So at this point, however, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There's only like 10 checks. Could be.
There's only 10
right
checks. There's
now.
not just 10 checks in logic, 10 checks available. There's just 10 checks left in the game.
Yeah.
Like, we've done about 200 checks at this point.
Yeah, there's 10 checks plus the 6 in Hera. So, but
yeah.
Obviously.
Well, yeah, it's Hera.
Oh, I guess we also have switching. We haven't done switching. So there's 2 more there.
Which we can't do without them.
Yeah, so realistically, like right now, 98 checks in this scene. Either have visually seen them, inspected them, or picked up the items.
Yep.
Well, you've seen every.
I really should have eaten dinner before this. I ate a late lunch, so I thought I would be fine, but.
Yeah. Now, hopefully, Garrison's portal is still here. It is.
I hope so too. Good.
Good. Good. I didn't think he saved and quit, so I'm pretty sure it was still there. But yeah, now he can go do Trinex and then kind of start wrapping up some more of the other checks in the seed.
And yeah, Smith Chain absolutely could have 2 of our swords.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so many spots for those things to be.
Yeah, so here's Trinex. Actually, no, we haven't seen those. It's just 3. Yeah, so we're like 195.
So something around there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I find it hard to estimate after I get like around the 1 mark on how many checks are left in the seed.
I mean, we've had 2 hours and 43 minutes now of just absolute ridiculousness here.
Yeah. Thankfully, we do have a hammer at this point, so got to do a little menu bossing, but
We'll get there. Has half magic and a couple potions still, I think, so we'll be fine.
yeah. Ooh, missed a hammer hit on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to work on the. Fortunately, at this point, you got to go take out the ice head.
Yeah.
So it's not won't get the one cycle, but. Somehow the firehead didn't spit fire. There.
Go.
And 5 hits of the hammer later. There we go.
There we go.
Garrison has gotten his 6th crystal. And a big key.
2 Hera, because we've seen all of the other big keys in the game. It's
Yeah.
not in Hera. Wahoo. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're missing the Meyer big. Right.
And we're
Keep
missing
that
the Meyer
correction.
big key. So now we are coming out again. The top of, well, time for Swamp Palace.
And that's time for Swamp. That's in the Sank entrant, Dark Sank, so we're just gonna save good here to the village and run on over.
All we need now are mitts and a sword.
Has Peb been checked? Yes, it's a shield.
Yeah.
Knucks checked that extremely early. Books was like one of their earliest items.
Yeah.
It's also been, I think it's been at least an hour since Garrison checked it too.
Yeah, Garrison checked it. God.
Everything's playing together at this point, but he has checked it.
We have Swamp Palace, we have Thesan Big Chest, we have Spike Cave, and we have Mimic Cave left for items.
Dancor could not have done Smiths right there. You need Mitts to lift out that rock.
Yeah. In inverted mode,
doesn't. No, you do not, because you can mirror over.
yeah.
In inverted from it.
Yeah, inverted. Alter the bushes in front of the library so you can mirror in front of it.
Yep.
Interesting that he's going for compass chest first. Usually this is the route that you want to do if you're going to the back before doing left side. Given that we're really only hunting mitts, I'm not... well, I guess we're hunting 2 items.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that exists. I forgot that exists.
Yes, that exists.
And good. Good. Or, thank you for our restreamer for reminding us in the game that the Meyer Bicky had to be placed into the seat somewhere.
And that's where it went.
Yes.
Now add Viddy to our list of things. And the Meyer Big Chest. Because... thanks.
Yes.
Because that Meyer Big Key is also a fetch quest. A 2-item fetch quest at least, but a fetch quest nonetheless. As speaking of Meyer, we find our last Meyer Small.
I don't remember if there was anything on the left side of it. Because that would have been logically locked by this hammer and hug shot.
Our first TR Small was there.
Oh,
And
okay.
our silvers.
I guess. Okay, so really, realistically, like... logically, that's interesting. It doesn't really matter at this point, unfortunately.
Yep. So that's every small key except TR4? Yep.
Yeah.
And TR4 is either in Hera or
Actually,
everything's.
we haven't. I don't think we've seen the Hera small key yet. Oh, wait, no, we have. Oh,
We have. That was a long time ago. It was on Ice Armas.
Ah, yes. Uh oh, here we go.
We've seen all Skullwood's keys, including the drop-down one.
Yeah.
It was the Eastern Big Key Chest, Ice Palace Big Chest, and the Skullwood, and unfortunately Skullwoods. It's just not quick.
Well, Garrison never went in. Garrison had no reason to. He had grabbed the one out of Eastern Palace much earlier on, so like he was already seeing +1 when he got there.
Right. Yeah, that's what it was. We've also gotten every major item except for Bugnet, Mitts, and 3 swords.
Yeah. We also know where our lamp is, but or not our lamp, our cave is, but we're not going to pick that up because that's on Ether Tablet.
Yeah.
We've seen just about everything this season.
Yes. And we are 2 hours and 49 minutes in.
Yep. All right, we're going to do left side swamp now. So.
And I'm reminded that right from chat, right? Saha's a check after this. Saha was in Cax. That'll be quick to get to, but that's basically just to loop it with swamp set of things.
Yeah, so like logically right now we have 8 checks left.
I know. Wait, no, Meyer was green pen, no scatterbraining things. Duh.
Yeah,
Never
no,
mind.
but Myers and Cack as well, so we'll just do it after Chicken Left Side Swamp.
Yeah, that's 3 checks effectively. Big chest Vidi and the green pendant. Yeah, seriously, just all 3 your swords are in Hera.
You know, I'd love it if like one of the swords is just like in Terra basement.
There's a real possibility. I mean, it's just only so much left and 3 swords still outstanding.
Yeah. You know, I'm happy. Before I came in, he already picked up the key. But I'm kind of happy that when I started this, I had opted not to get my usual iced tea for after dinner, but I got an energy drink instead.
Thank you for the reminder to drink some water, because my voice is going to quit after 3 hours of this, because we've been here a while.
Yeah.
Yes, we are now 2 hours and 51 minutes in. We just found a compass to swamp. Thanks.
Yay! Now we know how many checks we've done in this seed dungeon.
In other words, every single one of them. And it's the unique era. We're out of here.
Yep, and the seed has decided to show what it thinks of us.
I think the seed has given its opinion of us plenty. Top pile.
Yeah. Alright, where are we off to now? We're gonna do Mimic Cave and Spike Cave, I guess.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Ice Rod, Tamaltak was in Paradox.
Yeah. We had that Ice Rod a very, very long time.
Yes, we did. The only reason I remember that is because I took notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ice Rod was in Paradox. WGarrison got it first trip through. Knucks actually ran straight past it, I think. So that's also been 2.5 hours and something, so yeah. It's been a long 3 hours.
Yeah, here's Spike Cave.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Let's end the spike pick chest.
Our last. Thanks.
We did it. We collected all the keys. I believe. Well, no, I believe we're still missing one pod small.
Yes, we are actually somehow.
Yeah, so we haven't officially completed our small key hunt, and we can go talk to the dude in front of Hyrule Cat. Wait, no, that's a different mode. We're gonna go check. We're gonna go check the shovel.
Yes, we are. Makes sense.
Yeah, we're down to now 4 checks for meds. Shovel.
It's this and the 3
five,
big
yeah.
chest and the 3 behind Meyer.
Yeah, Meyer big. Well, that's 5 rupees.
Alright, does he go for Thieves' Town on top of Harrow Castle, or does he head for Meyer? Knucks is still going because OBS crashed 2.5 hours ago.
Yeah.
And come back. They're local recording and they're still playing the seed. The tournament admins are going to go and watch a recording and active verify things.
Yeah.
I'm on that. But that's not our job, and we're here to see this. This is... You may have honestly forgotten the Thieves' Big Chest, and besides, this is the denser place, so it makes sense.
Honestly, I think you just straight up last location of Thieves' Big Chest. I think that's... That chest does not exist until the very, very... when you can...
And there they are.
Oh... Alright, so now we have...
Practical second to last location for all intents and purposes, given that was Meyer versus Thieves' Big Chest. 2 hours 55 minutes in. We need to find... We have to go check those couple of myths entrances and then hopefully find a sword someplace. In Terra, because where else are they? I mean, it's almost guaranteed one there, because, I mean, there's the other 2 checks left behind it between Vidi and the Saha and the Thieves' Big Chest. Unless those 3 exactly have our 3 remaining swords, there's got to be one in Hera. Again, we've seen everything in the game.
Yeah.
And it's not here. That's the Ice Palace entrance, isn't it?
Just remember. So, our Meyer Big Key was in... So our myths were in the Meyer Big Chest. Our Meyer Big Key was in the Swamp Palace Big Chest. Our Swamp Palace Big Key was in the second castle. Check it.
Agatower's second chest.
Yeah. Okay, well, we have done it. We have seen every entrance in this game. Except for the Tower of Hera. Show us Tower of Hera or else we've gone horribly wrong with this randomizer.
And it's here.
Oh, God. And I believe there it is. 2 hours, 56 minutes, 36 seconds in. WGarrison finally is in go mode because he has a master sword. A master sword. And this is going to probably be a tempered sword at the thing.
Nope.
No, it's not.
It's the map to the dungeons he left, the only other check he had left besides mine.
Yeah, he picked up the magic, so it's altitude value. So he's going to do the spin speed setup to account for that, and he gets it on the try. That's good.
2 hour 56 master sword go mode. This is by the seed. He's gonna check for temper. There's a really good chance one of the remaining 2 swords is here. It's not that.
Oh,
and
good.
Is it here? There it is.
There we go. And of course, we're just gonna get gold sword on Eldor because this seed loves us so much.
We're still missing a bugnet, by the way.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Gambit somehow.
Yeah, unfortunately, Gambit is just going to have to be in console with this seed.
Yeah. It is somehow the only major item we have to count today. Besides gold, and gold sword are the only things. Yeah. And there's a really good chance one of the 2 or that Podsmell is here on Biddy because we've seen everything in the game except for like 5 checks.
Yeah. And
All
there we go.
Moldorm's down. We've got ourselves a map to Hera. Thanks.
We now know that the Jar of Hera is a crystal, despite the fact that we are holding it above our head.
Then
Really,
yeah, go ahead.
Really, the real prize in that dungeon was the 2 swords. And now all Garrison has to do is, well, yeah, he'll flute the 2 because Ganon is that useless fairy today.
Yeah. The other sword could, in fact, be in the basement. Yes, Tom.
Yeah.
But we will finally be done here
Yeah.
in a little bit. I think this will be slightly over 3 hours. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Days Cloud, for proving me wrong. We had at least 2 of our 3 sword. Yeah. Hard locked in our last location dungeon.
And happy 3 hours, everyone. We're on Ganon and we're about to be done.
Yes.
We've got 18 hearts, red nail, silvers, tempered. We've seen just about every check in the game. And we're finally about to put the sea to bed.
You know, it'd be great if their last sword was just off the smiths.
That would be something.
Alright.
And we're done.
We are. All WGarrison aids to do now is just to walk over this little 1x3 tile bridge, and we won't have to sit through another minute of a cannon fight. And yes,
GG's.
And
yeah, joined by Garrison. 3 hours 44 seconds. GG.
GG. The seed won this one. Straight
I wholeheartedly agree with you. The seed wins.
Yeah.
Knucks, by the way, as context, has decided to not quit. Unfortunately, cannot join us for interview.
I think.
Yeah. This was a whole thing.
My understanding is that Knucks was still missing Ice Rod and Nets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And had just pulled the Meyer big key as we were talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. His notes in the race time were that he apparently forgot Agina existed until an hour 47 in, because that was on the TR bridge and that had a bow. He last location GT died a bunch because that GT climb was no fun. And was the last location hammer. Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. So kind of like early on, you Garrison, you kind of like you found that sword and did the south side of Kakariko early, and kind of like were pushing down and stuff for a little bit. Knucks found that connector that took you over to like I forget exactly which one. He found Paradox. So the problem was like he found Paradox Cave, opted to just do the bottom of Paradox Cave. And
yeah, he did the bottom
did not
two.
Did not do the yeah.
Top 5, and apparently never got his ice rod from the top 5 chests. Oops.
Yeah, and then kind of opted to like bunny walk himself through the Dark World.
Yeah.
And so obviously, I don't know. We unfortunately like lost Knucks' feet. Like he was about to go out the Hyrule Castle right side, about 32 minutes in, and that would have been on to the floating island. But he hadn't found the flippers, he hadn't found the mirror, so he wouldn't have been able to get the moon.
No, but that's when the
And-
stream went down, and we've been commentating you solo for the 2.5 hours since.
I apologize to everyone.
Look, there's just a point where we're just starting to look and we're like, okay, well, what exactly are we running out into logic here? Like, we're almost out of stuff to do, and we're like, it feels like we, at one point, and I apologize. Well, the only thing really we got is we have like mini Helmosaur. That couldn't be it, could it? No, well, it turns out, you know, you needed to good heads up call going back for that lamp almost immediately after seeing it, because that lamp was hard required to see.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then like obviously. Even with some of your the small key snafus that you had, you went to go kill Trinex, and then obviously remembered I only had one Turtle Rock small, and I blew it finding out that Turtle Rock is a vanilla entrance today.
Yeah.
I was just going to kill Trinex as a way to do something while I was thinking, and then I knew it wasn't in logic because you need 4 keys for it to be in logic. I knew. But I just forgot that it just spent the...
Yeah, I was a little worried that you might get yourself... that you might seriously regret yourself if you found Hera access and swords before your remaining small keys that you managed to lock yourself out of both Pod and TR. But those two keys turned up and you just couldn't find... because you had to go into GT again. And then and then last entrance and last location.
There's this weird, obscure thing, and this is what I was worried about because my mind was just not going to the desert big chest. For some reason, that had just left.
You ran straight past it, yeah.
Yeah.
But the the obscure logic that came to mind was with 5 pod smalls, if the item in the pod big key chest locks hammer, it could be 5 key required and not 6.
I don't think that is true on the entrance random branch, but
is that not true on the entrance?
The entrance random branch does not have conditional key logic like that. It could if it was the 6th pod small key. However,
that would...
we have 100% all locations reachable for these settings, so that can't happen on these in this tournament.
Yeah.
So this is part of the confusing part about playing in all the different, slightly different variations of Crosskeys. I had exactly that occur in the starting boots Crosskeys.
So that
is a different branch.
Yeah, so the problem with that is that the starting branch, the V31 entrance rando does not have starting items, and that means the only branch that does have starting items that does Crosskeys is like you're going to have to be playing on the door rando or and they're going to be running the standard entrance advanced item placement logic where you do have conditional key placements like that. That does happen. I, in fact, had a quick cross seed for me one time where I screwed up a hammer jump and I just didn't do Dark Maze because I only had 2 pod smalls. And like I figured I'd just come back later when I had like 5 or 6. And my Moon Pearl was in the Dark Maze. And it was hard locking like another one of my other pod small keys and the hammer, so it could not. So it was in logic.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was a great seed. I don't actually play on that branch for reasons related to that because I prefer not having conditional key logic in full key sanity and full key shuffle. I think that's not a really great combination for a player, but.
And then as soon as you have the different branches and you're playing on the different branches, they start to bleed into each other. So that's the reason why I even spent that key in Pod, was because I had run into that logic in the past, but
Yeah, I mean,
either way, it was just. When do I remember Desert Big? When I just sat there and I was like going through my checklist, like what did I not do? Like looking at my tracker, looking over all of the connectors and everything, and it just finally hit me that I didn't do Desert Big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was that about the time that you walked into double check if you had killed landlords and then noticed you had a 4 on the item counter? Or you didn't look at the item counter?
Oh, no. So I realized it before then. I was just looking for the easiest to get to desert entrance, and I just picked the wrong one out of the 4. I was already frazzled, so I just...
Makes sense. You were wondering?
Yeah, that wasn't a compass check. That was I had figured it out, but in my scramble, I went to the wrong entrance out of the 4.
That's
fair.
Yeah, that's especially when it was like odds were you're going to have to climb GT again because you had like 2 checks versus 1 behind your GT kid versus the 1 in desert, and yeah, that was just what to say.
Usually what happens is you get something kind of nasty on the GT climb like that, where the seed like funnels you grossly into one thing. You get that one thing, and then the seed kind of unravels from there. This seed didn't do that, and when you end up in a Crosskeys that just continues to be gross over the entire period of the seed, like keeping anything straight just goes out the window.
Oh yeah, no, I think
we started to we keeping track of things got a little wonky on our end, so after a point, if you watch, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'd say, I think, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think there's a point where somebody in chat was commenting like, this could go 3 hours, and I think at the time this is probably just over 2.
I think something like that, yeah.
And we were just like, there probably isn't a whole lot of seed left because surely this thing is just going to just like, we don't have. This is just going to be, go do a couple checks here. We'll have our bits, and then we'll get into Tower of Hera.
Yeah.
And then like that didn't happen. It just refused to happen.
And it ended up being just over 3 hours.
No,
I see your final collection rate.
Both big chests of the pendant dungeons. Actually, I see VXR saying that basically the whole end of my seed was hit the 3 pendant big chests.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Hammer from Iron Big for Mitz.
Hammer from Desert Big, yeah.
Yeah, and
even had to get Mitz from Desert Big. And Meyer Big was from Swamp Big, so yeah.
Yeah, and I believe that is probably one of the longest seeds I have seen somebody go on a fighter sword with. Considering that fighter sword was like 15 minutes in. Yeah,
your fighter sword is the library entrance, which was really, really like that was checkerboard or something, I think. And then you spent the next 2.5 hours looking for your second. It's 2 hour 53, I think, or something like that we said you finally got to come home with a fighter sword with a master sword.
Well, the thing is, I walked into Hera and I'm like, I'm going to open everything but the basement in here because chances are I'm going to get 2 or 3 swords in here.
Because it was that Thieves' Big Chest, like 2 checks in Hera, 2 checks in Moyer. They got like Viddy and Green Pendant, like. Yeah, I think there was like Smith Chain, like the odds of those having all 3 of your swords were like minimal.
Yeah, Smith Chain. Yeah, the two checks in Meyer being Viddy and Green Pendant, and
he was big, but you never went back to with Hammer.
Well, yeah.
You were never gonna do that, like unless something unless it was really drastic. But once you had, like, the only thing that you would have ever gone deck there for was mids, because you would have found swords before then.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG's one hell of a seed. I mean, I may have directed a couple people over here to watch this, so they may not be playing this seed from you, but cough, cough, Zaf, cough, cough. But
I was going to send it to him as well. And I'm sure a few other people will be receiving this delightful seed in the next couple days.
Yeah. To be honest, like, nothing's going to feel better than just watching a lot of people fire on GT Climb, because I don't think anybody's not going to do that.
No, I don't see a good way to not last location that.
No, I mean, you of course last location that, especially since you don't have hookshot or boots and you can't. Actually, the thing that I was most worried about after I got that fire rod, and then all of the stuff just kind of a big pile of stuff just hits you in Ice Palace, was like,
yeah.
I go to the 4 key locked chests in Pod. Is there just gonna be a Bombos back there?
Nope. Thankfully, Bombos was, I think, boots or hookshot. So, and they were not even just logically required. It was just that entire mess. Hard required period. And
yeah, Bombos was in Mini Moldorm Cave, and they're just in the hookshot cave entrance, and your glove was in Hype Cave, and that was over in and Hype Cave was on Bonk Rocks, which is Boots Lock, so I sank, so wahoo.
Yeah, so Bombos was locked by fire, which was locked by land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully people had fun watching it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I had fun commentating it. This was
nerve-wracking when it's a tournament race, but those kind of seeds can be fun in their own right.
Yeah.
But as a tournament race, no.
Yeah.
I think that's all I have the mental capacity for.
Yeah, I'm pretty much on as well. Do you have any last words?
I think I'm pretty much out, other than the regular outro things. This was a special scene to watch. Goodness gracious. Please do give both of our runners a follow who had to suffer through this terrible scene, Knucks and Garrison. Thank you to my co-com, File, and to our tracker, Lady Laura Linda, and our restreamer, Towel Talk, for putting up with this entire thing.
Oh, and Sammy, who's unfortunately being credited, was not able to join us for tracking tonight, and dodged one hell of a scene.
Yeah. You win that one. And so, let's see, coming up ahead on the CSR schedule, you will actually have a chance to see Knucks plays ALttPR tomorrow. We went to the Challenge Cup earlier for ALttPR. Knucks is in the bronze match for that. Game 1 of that will be tomorrow at 7:10 p.m. Eastern. That'll be versus Dark and Sky. Game 2 will be on Saturday at 4:10 p.m. Eastern. And Game 3, if needed, will be at a later date, so we do wish him luck with that. Good luck to both him and you, Garrison, for your next matches in the Crosskeys tournament. Hopefully they're a little bit better than this.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think after that,
I will say luck. It can't get worse, but the bot will take it as a challenge if I do, so no.
Yeah. Oh, looks like pairings are up already. All right, everyone, have a good night.
Yep, have a good night. We will be raiding over to Fant, who is going to do some crosskeys herself. See how she does with that. And then, yeah, have a good night all. We will see you next time.